Hey, what is up? Gamer here. Originally I had an intro recorded for this video, but I forgot to hit record at the start of it. So I'm just going to throw this in real quick. I'm just going to explain the tournament a little and the people who helped. So the tournaments are little in-houses I run with my friends online. I call them the Gamer Cups. The reason behind the name is because I go by Gamer Online and I host them, so I call it the Gamer Cup. Pretty simple. You must also notice that this is the third one and the other two aren't posted on my channel, and that's because they were not as well recorded and much smaller scale. So I'm just skipping straight to the third one because I had a better grip and understanding of it from doing the other two. So it's handled better and they will hopefully improve the more I do. I also want to say thank you to Zip and Compton for helping me casting on such short notice. I want to let you guys know that they know very little when it comes to Pokemon. So when it comes to the actual matches, they didn't really know what was going on. So give them some slack on that. But I still think they did a fantastic job. And without them, it would have been very boring because they're more of the comic relief type. I was so dead set on actually casting the matches, which I did horribly in my opinion, but it was still very very fun. So thank you guys very much for that, and I also want to thank everyone who participated. Obviously, without you guys, I wouldn't have been able to do this. So thank you very very much for that, and I hope to see you guys all in the next one. Other than that, sit back, relax. It's going to be a long one, so settle in, and I hope you all enjoy. Thank you. Later. I missed the entire intro. Okay, forget it. Forget it. We're continuing from here. Oh my god.
You specifically said do not.
My bad.
You can turn on your camera if you want to.
Absolutely.
You don't have to.
Yeah, you absolutely can if you want to. So Cole, hey, welcome. This is your first Gamer Cup, right? Am I right? Yeah, hello.
This would be my
we hear
second.
you.
I lost first round in my
Oh no,
first one.
that's right. You were in the first one. That's right. I apologize.
I
Yeah.
was.
Devastating.
Let's not repeat
Devastating.
it. Let's not repeat it.
No, of course not. We're reformed. We're trained. I have great confidence. All you guys. I've been on one-on-one with almost everyone. I think you guys all have improved in skill a lot since the last time. So going into this matchup, so you are going against Dom. How do you feel about that?
So really, I've been prepping this for about a month.
Okay.
So
okay.
if I lost this,
Ooh.
I'd be pretty disappointed in myself. You may not see me ever again.
Okay.
But I'm feeling confident. I've made a team around Dom's team. I've mentally prepped for this.
Okay. Okay.
So I better win. I'm coming in confident,
Absolutely.
and I think I'm gonna win.
Good.
3-zip.
Great. 3-zip.
Are you happy with this bracket that we're looking at here? Do you think you have a chance to get to the championship?
So I think Will's playing a Stall Lugia team. So if I beat Dom, Matt, and Will, I think I probably win. You know, I think I can make semis. I think my bottom. I think my bottom is semis, and ceiling I win.
A lot of hope from somebody out in the first round last tournament. I like it. I like it.
Compton, I believe your mic has changed.
Oh yeah. Your mic did
Oh
change.
no.
I've been working.
You've been yeah.
Everything's led me to this point.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I like the confidence coming into it. I like anything past that too. Anything else you want to say before we go and innovate, Dom?
I think for the lower part of the bracket, I think my prediction is gonna be I think Jackson may get a double. Get 2 in a row here.
Oh, you think so? Okay.
That's my prediction. My hot take is Jackson wins out.
Okay. Okay.
That's my take.
Gotcha. Okay.
But
Well, thank you for coming up on stage here. We're gonna go ahead and interview Dom now, and then we will get started with the games. Good luck.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Okay, perfect. Now inactive
Alright.
mule. All right.
Gotcha.
Pull
All
him
right,
up.
pulling up. I've
Perfect.
sent the invite.
Perfect.
All right, welcome.
Hey, welcome, Dom.
So-
Welcome to the stage.
I had only recently found out that this little worm was running spreadsheets, simulation battles, everything he could to go against my team.
Oh yeah.
So what he doesn't know
Mhm.
is that I prepared something else for him
Oh.
because
Okay.
he didn't know I knew. I'm
Okay.
2 steps ahead, Cole. I know you can hear me. I hope I beat you, even though you did all this prepping and you were right, and we don't have to see you again.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. So you countered his counter.
This could be a round 1 knockout. We could see an upset, as you would say.
And I say I really like this guy. He seems like he's ready for this. You know, he knew
Yeah.
what was coming in against him, and he counter prepared. That's big brains right there. That's next level thinking. This guy's gonna win.
All right. All
Will,
right.
yeah, will the simulations, show the path, and we'll see who wins in this one. This is going to be a tight match. I think so.
I think you guys have
Or
a
you never
great
know. The
rivalry
counter may
going on.
come in. Yeah, this is a round one rivalry. That's more than we can ask for.
Absolutely. Well, good luck. Good luck on your match. Do you have anything to say before you go and we start this matchup?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Cole.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. All right. Throw him back into the crowd, however you do that. All right. So,
Alright, who's next?
well, no, now we're just going to do the first match, and I guess we'll do the interview for the next match after this one's done. All right. So it starts off. Man, I wasn't ready for that shit. So we start
sound
off.
like he's gonna kill himself if he lost.
So
We might lose a person tonight.
tonight. So Cody, we got Cole starting off
Tonight,
with the
someone
Calyrex
might
and
die.
DD team. Of course, it's a hard Trick Room team. I'm not sure where all you guys are, but basically, Trick Room switches the turn order of the normal Pokemon. So normally, if you have a Pokemon that is really fast and would go first, if Trick Room was up, they would go last. So that's what Calyrex works under. He has Indeedee for the redirection, which he seems to be doing, and he redirects the Kyurem's Ice Beam and gets the 10% freeze chance. Indeed, that's a great great start to this. Landorus just choosing to use a setup move, and the Trick Room goes up. Landorus now very strong, but doesn't go first anymore because the Trick Room order. Indeedee frozen, unless she unfreezes on the first turn, won't be able to do anything here. So both Cole's in a good spot because he has speed control, but Indeedee is also frozen, and it can be doubled into. So Kyurem, being in I believe a fire dragon type, is resistant to Calyrex. So it's still anyone's game. We'll have to see what these guys are gonna think up here. Obviously, taking their time in this turn, thinking what to do here.
Pulled up
We
my
can drink it and have
competitive
someone
lingo
faints.
terms.
Every time someone
Dude.
faints, good luck.
I've already finished this drink in an interview, man. We had two interviews. I had to
So the team starts, and he tries to do follow me. I'm guessing on Indeedee, keeps the freeze. Glacial Land comes out for Calyrex, takes down the Landorus in one shot, and nearly kills the Kyurem. So giving the +1 to the Calyrex. Cole in a really bad spot. Yeah, Iron Bundle. He's the
No, he's for
future
sure.
version of Delibird. Another Glacial Lance coming out, finishing off Kyurem, and the Icy Wind comes out, slowing the speed of the Pokemon. Unfortunately, in Trick Room, that goes to Dom's.
Oh, that's my
goes
boy
Dom's
T-Tar.
way. That is Tyranitar.
T-Tar. We are seeing a T-Tar.
T-Tar. He sets up the Sandstorm. He may be
Now-
a little bit slower, but I don't know if it's really gonna work out still. So, what were we gonna say before I interrupted?
Yeah, we got Sandstorm, we got Trick Room. These hazards are really setting
yeah.
up. They're
Oh, yeah.
stacking up.
Oh, then Indeedee finally unfreezes and gives the helping hand for the boost
Oh.
to Glacial Lance, and it
We
one-shots
see our
Tyranitar.
first Oko.
What a hit!
Ooh.
Our first Oko.
That's true. I mean, it did technically happen round 1 too, but first Oko.
I wasn't paying attention.
No, it's all good. So we see
Our second Oko. guys.
that's it. That
This
was
is huge.
Oko. The one-hit KO after hitting him 4 times. Oko. So the Terra came out. Unfortunately, didn't help the Iron Bundle, and we're going to game 2. Dominant takes the first one.
Yeah, it seems the counter is countering.
Yeah, Jackson's right. That was 0 Pokemon lost on Dom's side. That was complete and utter wipe.
We might actually have a suicide. Someone needs to get the helpline ready because this
I
is
know I
looking
believed in the
rough.
right person. You know,
So we see a
he had that
the
confidence.
The confidence
going into
really
the
showing
game.
through.
This is a funny lead. So what I think might be happening here is Blissey has the move Beat Up, and what that does, it's a Dark type move that hits as many times as the number of Pokemon you have on your team. And Terrakion has a funny move or a funny ability called Justified, where every time it's hit by a Dark type move, it gets a boost. But it doesn't seem that's what he's doing. He's actually just doubling into the Indeedee here, and seems Dom gets the Trick Room again, which is a rough spot for Cole.
Yeah, looking at my my buzzword list that I have up on my second monitor, we did see a first round sweep, as they say.
That's correct.
In the
That is
competitive terms, that was
100%
a
agree.
sweep.
It was a sweep. And then we're gonna see the
Holy
Helping Hand
cow.
and the Glacial Lance come out again, OHKOing both of Cole's Pokemon. Unfortunate. Now we see Tyranitar and Landorus comes back out, but unfortunately both are weak to ice, and I'm not sure he has a Terra to cover for this. So it might just be another Helping Hand Glacial Lance, and that might be it for game 1. Queen sweep, no Mons lost on Dom's side. Cole, unfortunately 2-0'd. And we see the Helping Hand and the Glacial Lance, OHKO's both. And that's the end of the first game.
I
Congratulations.
knew when he started
Congratulations.
talking, and as soon as he started talking, he was gonna win that.
That's true. He came in with great
That was,
confidence.
that
Great
was,
confidence.
That dude, he had preparing, and just he knew what was gonna happen before the game even started. It was
True.
easy to tell.
All right. Do we want to
Yeah,
we want to pull?
please.
Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Reach out to your loved ones. You know.
All right. Do we want to pull Dom on the stage in Active Mule?
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to hear this.
Yeah. Let's. So
All right.
congratulations.
That was a really.
I'm
a great
always been
match.
a big believer in karma, and I know he must be so upset because he spent all that time for nothing. Tournaments in a row just to get knocked out in the first round, even when he prepared for a month against the person he was going to be playing. Isn't that crazy?
That is true.
If I could shake your hand right now, I would, Mister.
Yeah, that was
shit.
that was a great showing. It was
What a
beautiful
great,
sweep.
Yeah, well, I mean, a great pregame. Like Zip said, a beautiful sweep. You knew what was going to happen before the game started. I like to see that. Keep it up.
Yeah.
What was your? Tell me. What was your
the
thought
energy,
process?
You brought the showing.
My thought process is I want to never see this guy on Pokemon Showdown again.
Damn. Straight, just sweep him like that,
Well,
huh?
During his interview, that might happen. We might never see him again. You might have just killed this man.
Dude, I'm gonna have to do this so janky because
Let's
this
hope.
thing's not working.
That's up.
Yeah, no, but congratulations on that first match. You'll be moving on to
Thank
the
you,
next stage,
thank you.
obviously.
Thank you.
And good luck to your
congrats,
next
congrats.
games. Okay, yeah, you can move them back now. And then I will have to do this. So now, okay, so we're gonna be moving on to, huh?
Let's hope.
Let's hope. So we're gonna be moving on to the next game. I will fix this
I'm
bracket
gonna
here in a
make another
second.
drink real quick.
Yeah. So if we can pull,
Be
let's
right back.
do Matt first. Okay. Let me see if I can do it. Oh, perfect. There we go.
Yo.
Yo. Hello, Matt. Hey, welcome. All right. So you're going against Will, actually, young William.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about that? You feeling confident?
Honestly, like, yeah. I just came off of work. It's another day at the office. It's just gonna be chill time.
Easy peasy. You think it's just gonna be a little breeze?
Yeah.
All right. I like that.
Dude,
confidence.
honestly, honestly, it's probably gonna be like 3-2, 3-1, but we'll see.
Well, I mean, you can technically the first to 2 wins. So you think it's gonna be 2-0 or 2-1?
Ooh. Probably 2-1.
2-1. Okay. I like it. It's gonna. You think it's gonna bounce back and forth a little bit?
Yeah, I'm a little rusty, so we'll see. But
Okay.
I like the confidence too. You're not overconfident. You're still playing a little cautious. I like that.
Yep.
Perfect. All right. Do you have any words you want to? Any parting words you'd like to give either to Will or just? We're just interviewing Matt now.
Wait, run
some
it
shit,
back. I
talk
missed
some
it all.
shit.
Yeah. Say it all again.
Nah. Good luck, G.
Respect.
Good luck.
Respect.
Okay.
Hey, they're a respectful match. Love
Okay.
to see that.
Keep it for after the game.
So good luck, and now we're gonna interview Will. Invite to speak. I'm an idiot. Okay, there it is. Hello, Will. Welcome.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Hello, welcome.
What's going on?
Oh, we got the camera on. Holy,
Oh,
what is up?
Yep. I'm here. I'm ready. I came for
You're-
the tournament. I came to win.
Shit.
Okay.
You know, I'm looking at the bracket and it's I'm feeling pretty confident. I may or may not have been told that this guy built this team 2 hours ago. So I don't know how experienced I don't know how experienced he is in doubles. If it's his first time, might be a little rough. But I mean, who knows? He's
An unknown
prone
opponent.
to pulling out meta. I was told that he's playing a non-meta team, and I may or may not have hints that it's Miraidon, which is correct me if I'm wrong, but that's meta, isn't it?
That is technically
Ryan
top
was-
5
Ryan
meta.
was- I mean, I guess there's
So,
probably
so
like
we're gonna see some OUs in this matchup, huh?
Yes,
probably see some
yes, a
overuse,
lot of
I mean-
OUs, yes. Which, if you
I
don't
had
know,
some,
stands for overused.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have some funny buttons I can click here, so I got a couple of tricks up my sleeve. So
Perfect.
I don't know. I think
perfect.
we'll see.
You think-
Also,
Oh,
before
sorry,
I
go
head out,
Yeah.
Cole was requesting. He said that he didn't get an exit interview. Is that only for winners or?
See, the exit interview, unfortunately, is only for the
I would
winners.
love to hear.
You
I
want to?
would
Okay,
love
okay.
to
We're
have
we're changing the
a
script
loser.
before you guys start.
I would love to hear this.
Okay, okay. We're due exit interviews too. Sorry, we're interview Cole right after this.
But yeah, no, I think I want to thank you for giving me an easy bracket, gamer. I mean, I think
Of course, of
pretty
course.
much. I
Confidence
definitely
is
like.
key.
I don't
Do
know.
I have
If
to
it was,
restart my
I don't know if
server?
it was rigged or not. I mean, it's crazy
no,
that
perfect.
Jackson talked all this much to go out round one. You know, it'd be crazy if he said I was going out round one, and I think he's going to bed early. I think that's the truth.
Oh,
I think
He
Jackson's going to bed early.
He's got a busy day. He has a bedtime.
Well,
So yes.
I mean, if you really think about it, I mean, the person he's going up against is the person that's built his team and the person that pockets him every round. Yes, all his cards are just against him.
I have been there for some Gamer Jackson 1v1s, and it has been interesting, but we will have to see how it plays on the field when we get there.
absolutely.
All
With
right.
this guy. If he don't make it towards the finals, I'm gonna be disappointed. I like the shit
Before
talking.
I head out, can I ask something of you guys now?
Perfect. Yeah, go ahead.
For
Of
for
course.
every Oko I get, starting now, can you guys do a shot for me?
All right.
That's insane.
Perfect. Thank you guys.
All right.
Wait,
Yeah,
one
yeah,
more question.
I
question.
will-
What's
I
your
will
what's your
look out for the
expectation for these
Okos.
matches? What do you think? It's going to be a clean sweep
What's my
2-0? You think it's
expectation?
going to be 0-2, maybe 2-1? What are you expecting from this?
Well, I would consider myself more of an adaptable person, so I'm gonna take a pretty generic strategy first, which either means his gets out quicker and he wins, so I'm fine losing the first round. But I think that if it's 3 rounds max, I'm guaranteed the second 2.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you very much. We're going to throw you back in the crowd, and we're going to get Cole up here for an interview real quick, and then we'll get your game started.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. All right. Invite to speak. There you go, Cole. Let's get you up here. I apologize. You're right. I should have done
Alright,
both
let's-
interviews.
I do
Let me
want
just
to
start.
hear
Let me-
I do want to hear
Let
the
me just
emotion.
say something.
Okay.
Everyone's wondering, what's next?
Mhm.
Mhm.
I lost first round, 2 tournaments in a row. What's next for Cole? Do I go out like I said I would? No. No, I don't.
Absolutely.
Today was a bad showing. Okay, today was a bad showing. I won't lie. I woke up. My stomach was a little sick. I didn't want to say anything, just for the integrity of the game. Dom played a lot better. He had a new team from what I was looking at. Somehow information got leaked. I won't blame you, gamer, but I'm blaming you.
It was me.
So, you know, I tried. I'm now rooting for Eli, 10 tapped. I hate Dom. I want him to lose second round. And I will be back next cup better than ever.
Okay. All right. I also want to
Yeah,
ask
we will have a revenge story.
Absolutely. I think this
Yep.
rivalry has been going on for a long time. But I also wanted to ask, do you think you're going to take the same approach in the next cup, or do you think you're going to try to go based off of just like your day-to-day knowledge?
You know, I think my problem was I came in expecting one thing to happen,
Mhm.
and then I got thrown a curveball, and I was just dead in the water. So next time,
Mhm.
I'm gonna be freaking.
Adaptable?
I'm gonna get some coaching. I'm gonna go on Fiverr. I'm gonna get a coach.
Okay.
I will be prepping.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I
like
swear,
that.
mark my words, you could clip this next tournament. I will not lose first round.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for
Thank
playing.
you.
We will be doing losers brackets if you still want to climb up from 8th place. So you still have a chance. You don't have to end dead last. You
Yeah,
still have a
there
chance
is
to
a
win a
shot.
match.
Oh,
So
thank you.
yeah. So
I
yeah,
will win
thank you.
one.
I believe in you. So we're gonna go ahead and go on to the next match here. But thank you very much, and
Keep
wish you
yourself
luck.
safe.
What?
Guys.
All right, guys. Also, don't go paying Fiverr people. Gamer accepts money for lessons, $10 a lesson. Gamer.
Yeah, I think the
get
greatest
10%
coach is in
commission, though.
here.
We'll talk about it.
Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa, I just
Oh.
into the
Alright.
game.
All right.
It's
So
alright.
now, okay, we have Matt and Will. If you guys want to quickly jump into the game and then tell me when you guys are, I can spectate, and then I will spectate. And you guys can jump into the channel. All right, we're back in it.
Oh,
Let me make
a
sure I'm recording.
Tinkaton.
Perfect.
I love to see it.
Tinkaton, one of your personal favorites.
Love
am I
to
right?
see Tinkaton.
Compton,
Yeah, one of my personal favorites.
I want to
A
get
very
your.
underused.
My opinion, not to sound like a bitch,
Mhm.
but I hope Will doesn't one-shot KO anybody. Except for like maybe in the
He's
last
so
game.
right. We have a very long night, ladies and gentlemen, and I am already at least 4 shots deep.
I know,
So
alright, now we sound
the
like
longer
bitches,
we
alright?
go-
we just gotta do it.
All
Look,
right.
I like the
we've
draft,
only had
that's
one
pretty cool,
game.
dude. Why is
So-
Arcanine a bird?
So
So this is crazy. I do want to point this out that while this is a child's game, I hate to say that, a child's game that children do love. Why is Will playing a bikini child? That is really weird. I'm just gonna say that.
we're gonna have to hit him up with the post-game interview. We're gonna have to ask him that question.
Yeah, the post-game interview will find clarity that why is his bikini child being shown. I don't know what's happening. Gamer, take it away. I was just making some
So I have just realized a mistake that was made here. So normally Frigaraft has the ability Armor Tail, which will stop priority moves for going through. And it would seem that the Frigaraft, it seems he has taken. Wait a minute. It says he has Armor Tail. How did he fake out? What am I even tripping? Let me open up these team sheets real quick. It says he
Check
has
the
Armor
logs.
Tail.
Check the logs.
I'm not sure how that went through, but the Armor Tail is supposed to stop priority moves from going through. So that fake out shouldn't have done anything, but maybe there's some gimmick I'm just not understanding here. So what happened here is Matt went in for the Trick Room turn 1, and then and Will just went in for a simple fake out to stop Miraidon from doing any damage. And now he swaps out Miraidon to conserve his health and switches out to his slower, bulkier Mon, Iron Hands, and he's going to try to whittle these guys down. What's up?
What is Winkatwink's abilities? Like what kind of Pokemon are they?
So he's a steel fairy.
From what I'm seeing, I see a big hammer.
You know what it does is it bonks. It bonks and
hammer.
it bonks hard. So basically,
That is a bonking hammer.
yeah, it's a big bonk hammer. Its ability is the Mold Breaker ability, and what it does basically is, say like normally.
Just getting in from the other side. I believe Mold Breaker ignores Armor Tail.
Yeah, so that's what I was just about to get into. Yeah, so he has the Mold Breaker ability, so where things normally wouldn't be able to go off, like a Fire type hitting a Flash Fire Pokemon, it would go through. And I was gonna say that's why the fake out went through the Armor Tail. So that's how that. I knew there was some gimmick, I just wasn't catching off right there. But yeah, no. So it seems that. Oh yes, okay.
No, good.
I was just gonna say it seems like we've gone to round 2 here, and now we're just at a stalemate. They're both thinking hard on what to do next.
Let's say so far it's still a fairly even game.
Not bad, yeah, not bad.
Yeah,
Just a
for
swap.
someone who
a
was
little bit chip.
talking all that shit, he is being humble. I have not seen a KO yet, or an OHKO. So, you know, my liver is undamaged as of yet of this first round.
Currently undamaged. That is correct. So interesting swap into the Groudon here, knowing that both these Pokemon on the opposite side of the field are going to technically go first because of the Trick Room. I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen here.
Is that how Groudon's name is actually spelled?
No, so that's Kyogre. Did I say Groudon? Shit, that's Kyogre. My bad.
Yeah.
So Will has done a funny thing. You know what's actually kind of funny? In actual tournaments, you're not allowed to name your Pokemon other Pokemon's names. So technically that is illegal, but that's okay. This is not an official tournament.
Oh.
Well,
Well, he didn't name
official
another
career
Pokemon's
is,
name because it's actually
never gonna
Groudon.
work.
Yeah, Groudon. Yeah, actually it's not Groudon. It's
He
Groudon, so it's
Groudon
fine.
him.
The fuck?
So we see that. We see the Terra into Grass to maybe resist a Thunder Punch, and then they'll switch to Landorus
There
to
we go.
take less damage. He still takes about 50% damage. If he goes into Origin Pulse, which is fine, if he would have went into Water Spout, he would have done significantly less damage. But the Origin Pulse makes it so he still does the same amount of damage he would have done before. And the Terra Grass, of course, saves him from going down to Iron Hands as Wild Charge. Plus the Intimidate from the Landorus. So one more turn in Trick Room. 3 very speedy Mons out here.
very upset, kind of going crazy to DQ this guy for cheating the way he has. But I think we let it pass. Let it slide this time.
I think we let it go for now. I think it might be all right.
I had to refresh. My stream was actually bugging.
Oh, is it still good for everyone else?
I think it was a unique me experience because I think
That
the
is
crowd
good for me.
would be
Okay, perfect.
would be complaining. But yeah, a quick restart. It is working.
So it seems we've gone straight back into a stalemate here. Like I said, 3 fast Pokemon in a Trick Room scenario. They're all thinking what they should do here.
Oh my.
We finally see the swap out to preserve the Kyogre, and the Thunder Punch going in. Ooh, the Thunder Punch going into the Tinkaton.
That almost
Ooh.
crashed.
Holy! What a turn! What
Like
a
that
turn right
animation for
there.
that Thunder Punch, bro.
Yeah, it was cool. Miraidon, maybe Matt predicting a swap from Landers or a Terra. He used an electric type into a ground type, but it doesn't happen, so it's non-existent. Landers gets the EQ off and takes down not only his opponent, but one of his teammates as well. Now, Landers having the Scarf item, he's locked into Earthquake, and with his Groudon in the field, he's going to be damaging himself, but maybe... Ooh, he takes down the Miraidon, though, and he doesn't kill his Groudon, so now it's down to... Groudon and
This is
Whimsicott.
pretty even. Who do you think has the,
Wow.
has the lead right now?
Well, that's it.
Now it's
That was-
really
yeah,
clear
that was-
yeah, my bad.
He
my bad.
you know, Will took the chance. He said, I can damage my restricted a little bit, and it's still going to be fine because he'll live, and I'll be able to get the damage off. And that's exactly what happened.
All right.
The second
that's
Earthquake.
game
did
1
it.
to Will.
That is game 1.
That was quick.
That was good. That was good. They both took their time. They were thinking.
He overcame a standstill, and they but no Okos yet. Yeah, I believe I have not seen any Okos.
No, I don't believe there was any Echoes either.
I
Okay,
thought I saw
I
3
believe
last
everyone
game.
was already.
all right, so we're moving on to.
I
game
believe
2.
that
Oh, sorry. What?
that they were just damaged before, so there were no Okos.
Yeah, no, I don't think there was. There was a very close. He took his Miraidon down to 2 HP. It was almost an Oko, but no Oko so
Yeah,
far.
almost, but
Almost.
no cigar.
We're still waiting on that, Will.
We are grasping at straws.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Will, you won the first game, but I could have swore he was talking all that shit to be a little bit better. But I mean, we will have to see.
So do you guys think it's going to be
Oh, I
the
think he
same
is.
lead?
Good question.
Yeah. I think Matt will
Now,
be able to adjust from this.
What would it take for Matt to win the second game? What do you think he takes away from the first game that he can bring into the second one? Does he change his startup? Let's find out.
Let's find out. So he does. He does swap it around.
Okay.
He leads
Yeah.
with Ogerpon and Whimsicott. I'm guessing he wants to get speed control here with his Whimsicott, so he may sack it to get to be faster than all the rest of the models in the field. And Ogerpon also having good damage into Tinkaton or Winkatink, as Will has renamed it. Oh my. And then Will obviously taking a more aggressive standpoint here. I'm guessing he's just going to want to try to dish out as much damage as possible here. He's not looking for any kind of setup. Maybe just trying to clear the path for his Kyogre to just take over the game. But that's going to be hard if Matt does get this Tailwind set up, because then Matt will have the speed control. So far, who's been your guys' favorite?
Oh, and
I don't know. I really like Dom from last game just because he almost forced a player to suicide, so that's always a plus. But I don't know. I think it's still too early to really tell.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I do like to point out that help is available. Speak to someone today. 988 Suicide and Crisis Hotline. Text, call, whatever you feel comfortable with, just in case.
Uh-huh. So the turn 1 goes out. It's a fake out into Ogerpon, but Ogerpon had protected with Spiky Shield, so it blocks the fake out, and Tinkaton takes a little bit of damage. The Rock Slide comes out from Landorus, doesn't do any damage to Ogerpon because he's shielding, and does minimal to Whimsicott. Whimsicott gets the Tailwind up, which means Matt now has the speed control here. Seeing what he's gonna do next, I'm guessing he might try to probably double into one of these Pokemon to do a lot of damage. Oh, he sets up the light screen for later use of his Miraidon to protect it a little bit. The Rock Slide coming out dealing about half damage to Ogerpon, and of course Tinkaton finishing off Whimsicott for this turn. But now Matt, with a Tailwind and a Light Screen up, it's pretty safe for his Miraidon just to come in and just to press the one funny button to just start wiping through Will. I wonder how he's going to adjust for this.
I do hope that this is the case. I would hate to see another back-to-back 2-0. You know.
That would
I
that
do
would
want
be
to see some
unfortunate.
competition.
I would like to see some back and forth, but you know, maybe it's just weeding out the weaker in the early.
for
you know,
sure.
unfortunately. So it seems they're really thinking about this next turn. Matt's thinking about probably bringing in his restricted now or taking out a threat that might worry him later. If he's brought in Urshifu in the back, it can easily handle Landorus. Tinkaton is so low in health that pretty much anything can take it out at this point. But on Will's side, his Dark Terra has been blown, which means there is no more defensive Terra for Kyogre or aggressive Terra for anyone else that he might want it on. So that means Matt still has the sprite. Oh, here we go. So the Iron Hand actually comes out.
That was a very thought out maneuver, you know?
Absolutely.
That took a lot of my fucking time to watch him look at 4 Pokemon.
That is true.
So
That is true.
I'm glad that he has made his decision, and we will see how that plays out.
Unless he can pull off a miracle here, I just want to point out that so far my predictions have been right. So appease to Judge Compton, or you will lose.
Yeah. As my co-caster has said, he is kind of calling the shots, scripted, as you might say. We will have to see it by the end of the night.
So the next turn comes out, we got a swap into Ogerpon from Landorus. The Fake Out goes into Ogerpon, chips him down about 15 damage, and Matt's Ogerpon finishes off his Tinkaton. And now Kyogre comes in, still with the turn of Tailwind, and unable to protect, but Will's Ogerpon can redirect both moves from his opponent by using the move Follow Me, which could keep Kyogre safe and able to use the move Water Spout, and also stall out the last turn of Tailwind. So if that's what he'll do,
Maybe this dude was allowed to cheat.
yeah, I'm gonna have to be more clear on the rules next time.
Ogerpon? Wait, there's a Pokemon named Ogerpon?
There's no R after the P.
I believe there is no R in that. You are very close though, but
There's 2 Ogerpons.
There is 2 of them, 2 on the field. Probably the exact same
yeah,
set too.
this is crazy.
So
To think there were 2 Pokemon.
I think Will is pretty set on here what he's gonna do. Okay, so we see there's the Follow Me and the Water Spout that should but half health Iron Hands. Here comes the Drain Pup, but it's been redirected into Ogerpon. Iron Hands gets some health back. He stalled out
The
the
trade
Tailwind
is
turn.
worth it.
The trade is worth it, kind of. Now his Ogerpon
worth it.
is within kill range of another move. Iron Hands could survive one more Water Spout, thanks to the Assault Vest he's wearing. And now Will has to think if he wants to risk taking damage this turn on his Groudon or maybe swap out.
Yeah, a lot of
swap
the
out.
pivot.
Just to,
Yeah, the
just to
pivot
flex on
is
him.
available.
Pivot is definitely available.
I think he's got this game in the bag. I think he should swap out 2 or 3 times just to go, hey, you know, I knew I won this.
So the Power Whip comes out. Ooh. So basically, you know, I don't know if it
It
would
is
have
a
been
1-for-1 trade.
Yeah, it is a 1-for-1, but I would think heavily in Will's favor here. It is now down 2-2 in Will's favor. These are the last 4 Pokemon on the field.
Ogerpon trade. It's like chess.
Yep, they did trade. They trade 1-1. So we know Landorus is faster than both these Mons on the other side of the field because he has the Scarf, but he would have to hit his own opponent to attack if he used the move Earthquake. Matt still has Terra in the back.
And if my eyes deceive me, I believe I'm seeing a attack nerf on both of his Pokemon.
He
They're
is.
both down.
So he does
He didn't use
Landorus.
Earthquake.
Ooh, Landorus has the Intimidate ability, which minuses their
Another
attack.
1-for-1.
Yeah, so it seems the Earthquake came out. Unfortunately, since he blew the Terra early, he was an. Oh my! Wait,
Ooh.
did he high roll that first time? That was amazing. Okay, that's
Say
it.
He hit the Earthquake on the first one and dropped him.
Yeah, dropped him to
That's
55.
it.
I
That
mean, it
is
must
our
have been a low
first-
roll. Yeah. and then he went straight into the second one and
Our
took the
second
KO.
2 for 2.
Not only on his own Pokemon, but on both the mats as well. So that is a clean 2-0 from Will. All right. So if we want to pull Will up on the stage.
Yeah, I'll
Moment,
happily
just in
pull
that.
Will up.
Yeah, please.
Let him hang out with the winners.
Oh,
All
gamer,
right,
you're,
Will.
you're freaking saving everyone else on here. This game would be so much easier if I could have Stomping Tantrum or literally anything.
You know, I
But
told
I'm
you
just
I
gonna
told you
kill
to correct
everyone
it
with
3
easy.
times before the match. You know, it's not my
And
fault.
I
That's
asked,
on you.
no, I feel like I asked you to do it before the round started.
I'm sorry, it was too late. It was too late. You were ready to send in your team,
Well,
unfortunately.
all right, well,
But
just
it didn't seem to
just
be
let
it
it
didn't
know
seem to
that.
be a problem.
It was a 2-0 showing. There was no Okos, unfortunately. Not a single one in
Yeah.
the
There was
2
not
games
an
that we
Oko.
watched.
This is true. I mean, I did kind of like, I was out of luck just because I ran into a Trick Room team, which I'm not a fan of playing against. But, you know, it's stuff that I'm trying to adapt to. Like I said, you know, it's good practice. So I've had a couple of advices on how to handle it. And so that's just one of those games where I have to play it boring to win.
Boring, you know, pivoting safe. It's not necessarily boring. Tactical, maybe one would say.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
there
know, I'd
is
say it's
strategy in this, believe it or not.
it's pretty boring. But yeah, no, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's fun playing the weather control swap with Landorus. I think having that Intimidate mon, especially since I think I've seen a lot of physical attackers today. So I think that Intimidate mon, that was actually a last minute swap. So I think it's gonna work out.
It was a good call. If only you had put on Stomping Tantrum, you know, it would have been clean.
You know, just know that whenever I win this and I have a disabled Landorus, it's just gonna add to my wins.
How does it feel going 2-0 and exceeding your own expectations, thinking maybe you were going to lose at least one of the games?
I mean, to be honest, whenever I saw the Miraidon play, I knew that Landorus was gonna come in. Now, I mean, I would have liked to play it with like a flying type like Kilowattrel, but you know, I was pretty happy with how it turned out. I lucked out with him throwing an Electro Drift into my Landorus, so I think he would have won if he didn't use an electric type move into a ground type. So I think that's more user error, not me being skilled at the game.
Okay, respectable.
But no, I was pretty happy with it.
Okay.
But yeah, no, looking forward to the next game. I think that I should have a pretty easy way to the finals.
Absolutely. You will be going up against Dom. So. But yeah, no, congratulations on
Yeah,
your
I'm
win.
gonna be clicking
Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
some buttons. No.
Clicking some buttons.
I'll leave it for later.
Absolutely. Okay. Well,
I'll
stay
click
humble.
some
Stay
buttons.
humble. Yeah. All right, but congratulations on your win.
Yeah, and good luck in the
Thank
next
you, guys.
round.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, good luck.
All right.
Believe me, it's awkward now.
All right, now
Compton,
let's bring the loser in here.
Compton, for the lack of Okos, we should probably take a shot.
Hello, Matt. Hello.
Matt.
Welcome.
Yo,
Hey.
what's up?
Unfortunate loss. Do you wanna explain into what you think happened? What you think went wrong here?
I'm just washed, bro.
Just washed.
This is what employment does to a man.
Do
This is what
you think it
employment
might have
does,
been
bro.
the lack of maybe time you had with the usage of the team? You're not used to, especially I know a lot of the mons you've probably never even used before. You think that has anything to do with it, or
I mean, like, maybe I just haven't played this game forever.
That's true.
but
That is true.
Honestly, like, yeah, like he's pretty cracked. So
yeah, you think you're saying
I'm
he
chilling
played
with the
well?
result.
He played well.
I mean, like he didn't play like insane for sure, but like he played well. Like I definitely made a little bit of a bot error with the electric type move into Lando.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
that's
quite
about it.
unlucky. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
a little bit of user
Hey.
error.
as he said, yeah, it was correct.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say it happens. Even the best of all time make mistakes sometime.
yeah.
So-
I'm like my profile picture. You know, I'm Michael Jordan on the Wizards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's where I am.
And hey, there's
Absolutely.
still a chance in the losers bracket. You're not guaranteed to be last or anything like that. So you can work
Exactly.
your way back up to second or third, or I guess third.
Wait, whoa.
And I gotta
Yeah.
say,
In the losers bracket, you can be 8th to 4th. You can't get second.
Nah.
You can't get
Third.
second.
Third.
I will say, we saw it was pretty
Winner
impressive.
of the
you
losers
know,
bracket plays second place, bro.
Yeah,
for
you're
someone
right.
to come in here and talk all that shit and say drink because I'm gonna be OHKOing him, and you kept it leveled. That was a pretty level fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of back
I don't
and forth.
know. Like, it was kind of surprising. I was kind of expecting to get a little bit thrashed around, but you know,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
All right. Well,
I still think it was a great showing.
absolutely great. A great
Thank
back and
you.
forth. Yeah. And you know, like you said, still a chance in the loser bracket if you're willing to play. You know, you have to end up last, but good luck on any future matches you may have done, and thank you for playing.
Peace.
Peace.
Your
Yeah.
games.
All right. So that was a great match. That was a
Oh,
great
God,
match.
who's next?
So the
All right,
next
let's see some
match,
more winners.
yeah. Well, so we have,
My-
if we look at the list here, we have Sean versus Eli. So if we want to pull Sean up here, Blue Monk, here we go. I'm going to invite you to speak, buddy, and go ahead and click that.
let him-
Get up here.
There we go.
Yo,
Sean,
what's up, gamer?
my boy, Mr. Mendez. Hey. So how you feeling? How you feeling?
Uh, you know, this is my first time playing this game ever.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
I'm not expecting to win here. Just here for a good time.
Absolutely.
But maybe with gamers' help with picking a team out and my 30 minutes of research on ChatGPT, maybe something will happen. I don't know.
Okay, I like it. I like it.
Everyone
yeah.
loves an underdog story.
Exactly.
I was
Everybody
gonna
does.
say it.
Exactly.
Yep.
Mhm.
I like it.
But yeah, I mean, I guess that's basically it. Do you have anything you want to say to everyone, or maybe to your opponent Eli before we move you back down?
Oh, best of luck. You know, looking forward to the match, I guess.
Absolutely. Well, best of luck of you too, and I'm gonna go ahead and move you back and pull Eli up here. All right.
For someone who hasn't played much, he kept it humble, and
Mhm.
I like that.
Yeah,
Hope,
I like
hope he has
that.
some good games.
Eli, hello,
All right,
hello.
Eli.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
Well, greetings.
Oh, hello, hello.
I think you fellas are wondering, what the fuck is this guy doing here?
I'm so ready.
little
for
bit.
this.
Well,
I thought that was a mannequin, bro.
this is my security, Jim Bob.
Okay.
Get my
Oh.
fucking chair. Thank you.
Is this like a GIMP situation?
Greetings, gentlemen.
Oh shit.
All right.
Hello, hello. So, how
Mr.
you feeling
Fox.
coming into this?
I'm feeling. You know, I don't really have anything to say because I suck at Pokemon.
Oh.
That was not the lack
You
of
know-
confidence I was expecting here.
But
yeah. Yeah.
you know,
yeah.
with the power of J-Man of Nazareth
Mm.
and Arceus, I could pull this in.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. What's your
Yeah, Arceus
expectation for
be
this
with
match?
you.
After hearing about Mr. Sean and his first time playing this game, it gives me a little bit of hope because I've played a little bit before. But
So an
doesn't
even
mean
match.
anything. This man
Oh.
researched on Chat GPT. We all know Chat GPT is fucking great. So I have 4 things to say before I get out of here.
Okay.
First of all, good luck to you, Sean. I love you.
Humble.
God bless America.
Mm-hmm.
God bless
Amen.
fucking tacos. And
Yeah.
fuck yeah with grilled cheeses.
Yeah.
Get this shit rolling.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Wow, what
Yo.
that was the confidence I want to
What
see
an
at the end
intense
there.
match.
fucking tournament.
He's winning the whole
that
thing.
guy is
I
winning
love
the
it.
tournament.
There's some fierce competition.
What an
I'm
intense-
shaking.
yeah,
I'm shaking a
yeah.
little bit here. All right.
Yeah,
So if you
no,
guys
yeah,
want to pull into
also,
the match
if
and
you
tell me
could
when
in
you're
the
ready.
chat link the Instagram to the girl on the poster behind you, that'd be dope.
My boy needs it.
Oh, man, I mean, we haven't seen this competition since maybe even
I don't care to link the Instagram.
Gamer Cup 1.
Absolutely not. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you. Sorry.
All right, you get everything said.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. They
Yo.
remember they're both newer to this, so they
So-
I had to kind of
That is
explain it a
true.
little bit.
So
back.
during yours and Jackson's game,
Yeah.
are me and Zip just casting, but like it's not being recorded, like we can say whatever we want. It's just
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
casted?
We're gonna have to bring somebody in
You can.
Just
to
stream it
show
for
us the
us.
game.
Oh, Jackson can do that. Oh no, fuck, Jackson's
Yeah.
fighting me.
Jackson's in your game,
Sorry,
motherfucker.
Will can do that. Will can do it. Young Will. Wait, is
Yeah,
he still there?
we'll
I
bring
react
in.
that
We'll
way,
bring
but
in
we
Will,
all
it's
thought
fine.
the same thing for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was like we were sitting here like, oh, we'll get Jackson, and then Coffee goes, but Jackson's playing with him. I was like, motherfucker, what?
All right. Anyways,
But yeah, we'll bring the other Will.
Yeah, we'll bring Will. That's
all
fine.
right. So we started the match. I wasn't even looking at the teams here. We got Hydreigon and Hisuian Arcanine on Eli's team here. This is rarely, or not rarely used, but not very used Pokemon.
Hydrogen Bomb wins.
Do you think so? And then we have on Sean's side we have the Urshifu and Whimsicott lead. So let's see how this goes out. Let's see, Intimidate goes out again. We got the -1 on the Urshifu, but if he uses the move Surgeon Strikes, he always crits. So the -1 doesn't matter. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I didn't see they had Master Shifu, so Hydrogen Bomb may not win.
Oh, you think Master Shifu counters Hydro Bomb?
Yeah, well, I don't know if he counters the Hydrogen Bomb necessarily, but I think he throws the Kung Fu, kicks in there, and knocks out the dog.
Oh,
lightning.
yeah, I can see that. I can definitely. Actually, it's not lightning. He's a fire dog, but it's the shiny version, so he's yellow. You know, Arcanine. This is a past version of Arcanine, kind of.
Yeah, Arcanine, my first ever.
Looks like Lightning Bolt.
First ever Pokemon card, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first ever Pokemon card that I loved was Arcanine.
So we see the Terra come out to resist the water weakness, and it actually pays off as Urshifu attacks into Arcanine here, and only doing about 30%. The Tailwind comes out from Whimsicott, getting the speed control. Yeah, that's an Oko. Take a drink. Arcanine Flare Blitzes into Whimsicott, and now.
Wait, what?
No,
Yeah.
This isn't Will's the game. They didn't set a
shot.
They didn't set a rule.
Take a shot.
This time.
Yeah, for this time.
For every Oko, it has to be. So the Whimsicott goes down. Eli still has technically
every Oko.
He has Tailwind, so he can still have speed control in this game if he preserves it correctly. Giratina coming out. Sean's restricted, and it's looking pretty good in Eli's favor here. Again, the Surgeon Strike's coming back into the Arcanine once again, seeing if he can maybe finish him off, leaving Arcanine on just barely a little bit of HP. The Draco Meteor coming out into Giratina to, oh my goodness! Coming out to Giratina to see if he can Oko. Arcanine with the move Terra Blast, making it so it uses the typing of its Terra, which is grass, and Urshifu being water. It's super effective. So what results in is an Oko on Urshifu, which makes 2 Okos this match from Eli. Go ahead, take another shot, boys.
I'm drinking again.
I am not doing another one.
I'm giving it a second.
I'm not doing a second one.
So we're back. Giratina, using the Protect last turn, has to attack this turn. Is obviously threatened by the Hydreigon, the Draco Meteor, but still has his Terra, so he can maybe resist that. But then his Rillaboom is obviously weak to another Flare Blitz, which may Oko him as well. So he has a double weakness on the field here. We're going to have to see how Sean plays this here, who's going to choose to preserve here.
We really are seeing a battle of amateurs, but I mean, we are seeing a very decent showing for this, at least.
Very one-sided.
Eli already having a lead right now.
Going off of purely like visible stuff, the dude on the top, Machine Box, he's got a cooler team.
Sure. So amazing play. Protect coming out from a
definitely
Hydreigon, predicting the fake out into that slot, and Sean using the priority move Shadow Sneak to finish off the 1-health Arcanine, turning this back into a 3v2. Is he able to maybe bring this back, crawl it back? We'll have to see. Tailwind about to run out on both sides. Okay, the Protect comes out from Giratina, preserving it. Protect on Primarina. Draco Meteor comes out again, hits into the Protect, and a great call, wood hammering straight into the Hydreigon and taking it down to 50% HP. The Grass Drain maybe chipping him, giving him a little bit more health there. And now we move on to turn 5. I wonder what's going to happen here. Obviously,
hard to say if that was a prediction or if that was just blind luck.
Couldn't tell. So now,
who's who, by the way?
Sheenbox is
Top
Sean.
is,
Yeah, top is Sean. Yeah. Yeah. So okay. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. So the next round starts. We have what was it? Moonblast into Giratina, taking it down, being so bulky, taking it down to 50% HP. The Dragon Claw comes out, finishing off the Hydreigon, and now it's down to a 2v2. Sean actually crawling his way back. It's Miraidon and Primarina versus Rillaboom and Giratina, but before Hydreigon went down, he was able to set up the Tailwind again, which means he is faster. And Sean does still have his Terra, which means he can Terra to protect his Giratina if he Terras to the Poison type. But him being a new player might not know what the Terra does, so he may not click it.
And it was said in the interview, but we do have
hit him with
ChatGPT.
Ooh. So that was a lack of knowledge there. So he does not bring the Terra, and the Primarina finishes off the Giratina that turn, and then he tries to use Grassy Glide, but because of the electric terrain, it doesn't allow it. So now it's down to a 2v1 situation. He can still possibly take one Mon out here, maybe even both, because I believe he resists one of Miraidon's main move. Oh, Ice Beam on the Primarina, making it super effective. The Woodhammer coming out, finishing off the Primarina.
But he won K.
Now it's down to a 1v1 restricted versus Rilla. You know, if Eli uses an electric move, Rilla does resist it and has the AV vest. It could be close.
This is intense.
I'm not sure if Rillaboom has any moves that can bring it back here. Oh, the Dazzling coming out and finishing out, realizing not to go for the resisted move, and Eli takes the first match. But very close, very back and forth. It looked very one-sided at first, and then boom, he came back and bring it back down to one.
Very close game. Good plays on both sides.
Dare I say, this might be our first non-2-0. I think this is a very close showing. We might see a 2-1 in this game.
While we're in between games here, because we're already feeling good this early in the tournament, what would we think maybe at the end of the tournament of a caster v caster game, Clown versus Drunk Man?
Holy, we're gonna have to see what the chat says about that, but I would be totally down.
Randoms.
I have never played Pokemon. I have no randoms. I don't even know what the fuck Pokemon does, bro.
Randoms 1v1. Neither of us fucking know. Randoms 1v1.
Loser has to finish the bottle. I have 3 bottles, bro.
Whoa, I didn't.
This one's fucking empty.
I didn't say the loser had to finish the bottle. You said that, and then I got 3 bottles.
No, Jonathan in the chat was like, "Loser has to finish the bottle." I'm like, "Bro, I have 3 bottles."
Yeah, chat's going crazy. Loser takes a shot.
Bring out my Pokemon harem from the OG server. I couldn't even tell you what was in that fucking harem.
All right.
No, if we can build our team, so I know what I'm building. It's a shitty team, but bro, they look.
He knows what he's got. Bro, I know.
The game started. The game started.
Cool.
Oh shit!
My boy.
So we started with a Gengar lead. We go into turn 2. Gengar swaps out for Arcanine, and the Tailwinds get set up. But Urshifu used Surging Strikes into that slot. Yeah, and it calls the prediction and takes out Arcanine. Now switching back into Gengar, and we have Tailwind on both sides. See what the next move is going to be. Unfortunate loss. One can call it an Oko, but technically not because the move was used 3 times. I'll let you guys decide on that one.
Losing Arcanine early.
Wait!
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
So turn 2 starts, he switches out Whimsicott, and Urshifu attacks his partner. I don't know what the thought. Maybe that had to have been a misclick. Sludgeball coming out to Giratina, chipping him down.
His partner? Can you explain that?
I'm not sure. I do not know. So he attacked his partner. I think it was a misclick. I believe it was a misclick. Chipped down his own partner down about 15-20%, and then the Sludgeball comes out into Giratina, chips him down a little bit more. Draco Meteor came out and it misses, and then he turn 3 starts and he protected on his restricted and hit it again. And then Shadow Ball comes out, hits the protect, and the Draco Meteor into Urshifu misses again. Why? I'm unsure on why Sean.
He's as confused as I am.
I'm unsure why Sean is attacking into his own partner slot. I'm a little confused on what's going on here. Tailwind for one.
Just to recap, both these players do not play a whole lot. They are fairly
okay.
new.
Here we go. We switch out the Giratina. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Okay, we switch out the Giratina, and Urshifu attacks into the Gengar slot, taking it down, but his Surging Strike's getting disabled in the meantime, bringing this down to a 4v2. Both have the ability to
incredible display of force.
Absolutely.
From Sean.
Both have the ability to set up Tailwind again. Urshifu needing to swap out because he's having the Scarf item. He's unable to use moves now. So he's going to have to swap out this turn, which means Miraidon may get a free turn to either set up or... Oh no, he chooses to stay in and use the move Struggle and just sack the Urshifu. He chips... Oh my goodness! He chips it down and Whimsicott finishes off, bringing this down to a 3v1 situation. Sean in great control here. He brings out the Rillaboom and resets the terrain, which means Miraidon no longer gets the boost from the electric terrain. This is huge. Miraidon probably unsure, but has the choice specs item and may get faked out and moonblasted here. And I'm not sure there's much Eli can really do into this. Wow, amazing plays by Sean for someone who's never played this. That is played very, very well. You know, maybe the attacking into his own partner had, you know, maybe it was big brain. Maybe he was thinking of something I wasn't. Chooses not to fake out here. He just goes for the Woodhammer and the damage, taking Miraidon down to 22 HP. One more Woodhammer should finish it off. He will move first, unless Sean sets up the Tailwind with Whimsicott here. We're gonna have to see what's gonna happen here. Kind of amazing plays, but
You're on the cusp of our first 1-1.
yeah, our first 1-1, our first even fight. The Protect coming up from
John's
Whimsicott.
real booming.
Indeed. Deegan
Yes,
coming
he
out but
is.
doing nothing. The Woodhammer coming out and finishing off the Miraidon, which makes it a 1-1. We're going to game 3. Amazing plays, amazing
We're-
adjustment.
We're in our first 1-1. Our first 1-1.
That, you know, the attacking to his own partner 2 turns in a row kind of threw me off a little bit, but it worked. So who am I to say that was a bad call? That was
Yeah.
actually kind of amazing. Going to game 3
Our
here.
first 1-1, and we got it. You got to think that these people are you know, really thinking about their strategy. I'd hope so. And we'll see how they switch it. They'll switch it up into this third game.
Yeah, let's see how they adjust. So we're going with the same lead from game 1 from Eli, and
I
this.
don't know that we should have favorites, but I want Sean to win just because of the interview. You know, the interview was so crisp.
So humble.
Yeah, so much personality there.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But we'll see how it goes.
So this
I
is the
have to give
exact
it to
same
Eli,
lead
you
from
know,
game
he
1.
does have security, but I don't know how much he's helping. in this
Oh,
fight.
do I have it backwards? Is Eli the one with the samurai guy in the back?
Yeah, that was Eli.
I retract everything I said. I put it towards Eli.
So turn 1 going off, the Tailwind comes out from
Personality.
Whimsicott. Tailwind coming out from Whimsicott. Surgeon Strikes goes into Hydreigon, takes it down to 40%. Arcanine with the Flare Blitz, taking out Whimsicott with an Oko. Drink, maybe. And then turn 2 starting, Garantina coming out. The Grass Terra is blown on Eli's side. Sean still has yet to Terra, so we're gonna see what he's gonna do here. He actually switches out into Rillaboom, sets up the Grassy Surge, has Fake Out Pressure for next turn. The Draco Meteor coming out from Hydreigon, hitting Giratina but not finishing it off. Poltergeist coming out into Hydreigon but resisting it because of the Dark typing, and Terra Blast comes out into Rillaboom, which is a good swap from Urshifu, because knowing that it was going to be the same thing like last time, but this time Rillaboom resists the grass. So now he has Fake Out Pressure, and Giratina has freedom to maybe get an attack off here, if he's able to Terra, because I don't think, even with the minus special attack from Draco Meteor on Hydreigon, I think it still might finish off Giratina, but maybe not. So we're going to have to see how this turn
So
plays
this
out.
might be crazy, but in this 2v2 format, all 6 Pokemon get used, correct? Right?
No, well,
So it's only 4.
you get to pick 4. You have the option of all 6 in the beginning, and you pick 4 to go into the match with, and you
So-
can adjust for every game.
I was pretty sure that was the case, but I was not 100%.
Yeah.
So wait,
So
there's two random ones every time?
Yeah, so there's 6, but you can only use 4.
You can only bring 4 into the match, and you can readjust from game to game. Wow.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So really only 4 played.
Yeah, only are 4 played per
Mhm.
match.
Okay.
So we
Okay.
see the adjustment, the call from Urshifu with the Poison Jab into Primarina, taking it down to 20%. I think it was almost 20%. But then obviously the Terra Blast coming out, finishing out the Urshifu. Now it's down to a 1v3 scenario. Very, very lean towards Eli's side. Now he has the upper advantage. It seems his swaps were played very well this round, and Sean was unable to adjust. I feel heavily that maybe if I had told him a little bit about the oops, told him about the Terra situation, he might have got it. Wait, hold on, it's not over yet. Arcanine using Extreme Speed into a Ghost type, and after that not doing any damage, he was able to Poltergeist into Primarina and actually take the kill.
Could be a generational fumble, ladies and gentlemen.
Giratina in the
As I say,
grassy
gentlemen.
terrain is able to heal back up as long as he doesn't take any damage. But now, I feel like now, ooh, okay, we see the Protect out. Good call. Now he can just take this turn to heal up a little bit and know what moves is going to be coming into him. Almost at half health now. Giratina being pretty bulky. It's definitely not over. If we can see the Terra coming out, I think he's pretty safe.
You could definitely take one with him.
Absolutely, at least one. Maybe, who knows? Maybe even bring it back. The Hydreigon
Good.
is sitting
This
pretty
is-
low.
This is the night of miracles, gentlemen. We could see something spectacular here.
Absolutely. If he figures out, oh yes, okay.
No, good. Finish your thing.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if he figured out to press the Terra button, he would have resisted the Draco Meteor and possibly could have finished off the Hydreigon. But unfortunately, he doesn't, and that is 2-1 Eli sided. So congratulations! Wow.
Now, I'd like
It's
to
just
say
there.
before we bring in
Great fights all around, though. Great fights all
our
around.
post game interview, I'd like to say, do we have a time for our ad break?
Of course, we have to have it. We have to get it right in the
Alright.
mid game.
You know, we're gonna do a little ad roll. So if anybody
Yeah,
wants to get a
pee.
drink, use the bathroom. Yep, that's
Absolutely.
good.
Now-
All right,
now's the
guys.
time.
Manscaped is the sponsor of this here stream. If your balls are
Shave your
a
balls.
jungle, shave your
Shave 'em.
balls.
Just
Shave
shave
'em.
'em.
You want bitches? Shave them.
You're gonna enjoy it.
Manscaped.
She's gonna enjoy it. Shave 'em.
Please use code GAMER with a 4.
Oh my god.
So that is G4MER at checkout, and you can get a 15% off discount.
We just hit 3 ad deals in 30 seconds. Why are you complaining?
I have to pee so fucking bad.
Wait, this is the ad break. Why didn't you go?
I did the ads.
Oh, you're right. My bad. Go use the bathroom. I will
Visual
do the
instruction, I
interview.
got you.
Whoa! Hey, relax.
Hey.
Relax.
And you want visual instructions on how to use the Manscaped.
Down, boy, down.
Manscaped.
Shit.
All right.
That's premium.
So if you
Yeah,
wish to
can I
go use
pee?
the bathroom, yeah, go ahead and go use the bathroom.
Oh,
I
thank
will.
the Lord.
I'll
He
go
ain't
take-
I
paid
wanna-
me enough to stay here for that bathroom breaks, bro.
I gotta see this real quick.
Wait, you can't.
Greetings, fellas.
You
Greetings,
can't do
Eli.
an interview with us gone.
You want to wait,
Yes, I
Eli?
gotta
Would you be
stay
alright to
now.
wait for them to
Yeah,
use the
I guess-
bathroom?
No.
No,
just
do the interview and
Okay,
take
okay.
like
Okay,
2 minutes, and I'll go pee, and then we can do Sean.
Yeah, it don't take me long to pee. Just like
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
do both interviews. Yeah, we'll
I'm
just
not a
get through it.
woman.
So Eli, amazing performance, might I say? Back and forth game. What was your thought process going into that first game, and then what happened in the second? Please, I got to know.
So I have to piss really bad. 'cause
Okay.
I was on the edge of my seat the whole time.
Thank you, brother.
Not because of the game. I wasn't on the edge of my seat because of the game, but I
Mhm.
feel like my pee tip is about to explode from urine.
Amen.
Um,
Amen.
Second thing.
Yeah, Black Power.
I just really like Gengar. Yeah, Black
Abs-
Power. Love black people.
Fuck yeah.
Um, third thing, Sean's a great Pokemon trainer. I mean,
Amazing plays. I
What a
saw
guy.
some amazing plays, but from both sides.
I
Yeah,
mean, you know,
our first 2-1.
First
I
two
mean,
won.
you know, second game had me a little scared because I accidentally brought out Gengar instead of Arcanine because of misclick getting
Oh, okay.
my man one shot basically.
Mhm.
You know, I will say, you know, it was a complete power move on attacking your own Pokemon twice in a row. Really fuck with that. Love
Absolutely.
you, Sean.
And winning, yeah.
And winning.
And winning. You know, power move. Other than that, as soon as this interview's done, I'm gonna go leak my wiener.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
Three-
Congratulations.
Three more things to say.
Okay.
I love beer. I love cars. And I love driving drunk.
Amen, brother.
God bless.
That man's gonna win the tournament right there.
Holy. All right, you want to do the Sean interview real quick, and then we'll take a bathroom
He's
break.
got such good vibes.
Yeah.
I have to
okay.
pee so
Okay,
fucking
okay,
bad.
it's-
Can we say something for Sean interview too,
Yeah.
real quick?
Yeah.
I think
Amazing personality. That dude's gonna win the tournament. And amen, brother.
Amen.
All right, Sean, how'd you
welcome.
feel about that
Sean.
game?
Honestly, it was fun. I had just a good time chatting with Eli.
Okay, okay.
You know,
Hell yeah.
he's just teaching me
sorry.
a little bit about the game.
Okay, so you guys were
But,
you were
yeah,
chatting
it
a
was
little
fun. I
bit
was
there.
just kind of like, yeah. If I'm gonna be honest, I had like I had ChatGPT just have a whole list of moves
Okay.
for me to do, but then I think they revolved around what was that? What's that Pokemon with Tailwind? What's their name?
Hydreigon or Whimsicott?
Whimsicott. Yeah, I
Whimsicott,
had like
okay.
basically like that whole my whole all my moves revolved around Whimsicott, and then they just got one tapped.
Absolutely.
I'm like, okay, now it's time to click some random buttons.
For sure.
But
for
it
sure.
was fun. I was surprised when I won one.
Yeah,
But
no,
I was gonna say
was
you
just-
took you took it
Yeah.
the farthest it's been in a tournament so far.
Yeah, our
And
first
that-
2-1.
amazing adjustment.
Those were both insanely close games. You did
Uh-huh.
really good.
Climbed back
Thank
from
you.
the
I
brink.
appreciate it.
I just got to know that second game, the one that you ended up winning. Why did you attack into your own Pokemon slot twice? I gotta know. What was the thought process behind that?
I thought I didn't realize that like can you attack your own Pokemon? I had no idea. Like
Oh, so you were just
Yeah,
limit
I
testing
believe-
in the
I
middle of the tournament?
Yeah,
I
I
re-
believe
all
you
respect.
did attack your Pokemon
Respect,
twice.
because I didn't know either.
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't. I was like, oh, am I like? Because when I would like the my own Pokemon that I was clicking,
Mhm.
like I thought, oh, like maybe it's a protect option. Maybe I have like maybe I'm protecting them because they're kind of low,
Jumping in front of the
low
bullet.
HP. Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
So I didn't
okay.
really.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. Honestly, I just was clicking random buttons and stuff. I was like, why did I click an attack ability and now my own Pokemon are popping up? So
Well,
that was
you know,
And
definitely a
you
learning
really
experience.
didn't show, so
you won that match. So amazing plays, amazing from both you guys. Great pivots. You know, you guys were both going back and forth. I honestly think you'd had a good chance there if you had a little bit more experience. Because I don't know if you know, but if you had pressed the Terra button on your Giratina there, you would have resisted those big hits that were hitting you. But that's
Oh,
but you're like you said, you were brand new to this, so you had no idea. But nonetheless, you played very, very well. So congratulations.
yeah, a
thank
really
you.
great
I'm just
matchup
happy.
from two amateurs. Really.
Mhm.
I'm just happy I got one dub in that best of 3. So yeah,
Absolutely.
and it was just
Hell yeah.
a good time.
Hell
Happy to
yeah.
be here.
Yeah, I hope to see you in the next one too. And then there's the loser bracket
Yeah.
if you want to play in that too, to see if you can climb up for
Yeah,
you don't have to be dead last. You still have a chance.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm just rooting for Eli at this point.
All right, yeah.
Hell
So
yeah,
any
hell
last
yeah.
words
Good
before we
g-
take our break?
Nope, it was fun.
All right.
Yeah,
And
good
before you
game.
dip out, hey, good game, Sean. You kept it close the whole time, and you gave us so far the best no biter of the tournament.
Yeah,
Thank you, sirs. I appreciate it.
Round of applause. Round of applause.
good job. Good job.
Alrighty. On that note,
Beautiful.
everyone.
Yo, I gotta pee.
Yeah, I was gonna say, go
Yeah, I
ahead.
have to
Everyone,
piss,
take a
bro.
five, grab some water, use the bathroom, and we will be right back.
Alright,
Alrighty.
Started recording. Ready
so-
whenever.
He's ready. Okay. Go ahead and start the interview. Whoever wants to start, I guess.
I hadn't
Okay.
paid attention to, I think, a single
So
interview. I
we're
don't know.
starting Gamer Injections interview, and we're gonna start here with Gamer.
Mhm.
Gamer,
Okay.
Hello.
going into this game,
Mhm.
what are your feelings?
What am I feeling? You know, I've known Jackson a while. He's been actually one of my students I've been mentoring. I know him pretty well. You know, he'll say all day that he can beat me easy back and forth on randoms, which is true. I can't deny it. But I think when it comes to normal regulation set, when it's actually restricted Pokemon stuff, I think this is more my alley. I think I can definitely slither my way in. I think the only downside is he's had some time to adjust his team a little bit here and there, where I's kept the same thing. So a lot of my tactics he knows already, but I'm pretty confident that I can still pull through pretty easily. You know, I think he's going to get a little too cocky, make a little too many bad predictions, and I think that's how I'm going to take this. Cleano 2-0.
So you're really confident going into this. You just think you're gonna wipe them 2-0.
I believe
I like
so.
the confidence. Can you tell me why you believe you're going to 2-0 him going into this matchup right here? Like, is there any specific reason you think your skill is just that much farther ahead of his, or do you think you just picked Pokemon way better compared to his team?
Well, you see, my team has a pretty big weakness here, and that's his. I don't have a lot of defensive pivots, so if I make the wrong call on who I'm leading with, it's really hard for me to be able to switch around with it. But I think like I was saying, I know him well enough to where I'm going to be able to make these right calls and be able to pivot around nicely. But magic can happen. Lightning strikes twice sometimes. That's what I've heard. So we'll see. We'll have to see where it goes. But I'm pretty confident going into this.
Yeah,
I
a
like
very
it.
classic master versus student. This is, may I remind the audience, the Gamer Cup 1 champion and the Gamer Cup 2 champion
Both
going at
champions.
it in the final round of this first group stage. So we don't know what could happen, but I mean, as Gamer has said, he's very confident in his abilities. And, you know, may I remind those that this is not a randoms game. This is a very set and delicate stage. So we will see some magic happen, whether it be for Jackson or for Gamer.
Absolutely, absolutely. Been said by Marcel. All right. Well, thank you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and take my seat in the audience and let Jackson say his thing. However I do that. Oh, all right.
Alrighty, yeah. All right, let's get Jackson up in here. All right, Jackson, welcome.
Jackson, welcome. How do you feel going into this game against
Yeah.
one of the best, but you're also a past winner of a Gamer
You
Cup.
are the previous
You-
champion.
You are currently holding the belt right now. Like it's
You are
around
holding
your
the
waist.
belt.
You're
The
trying
cup
to
is
retain
yours.
it. How do you
That's
feel
true.
going into this match?
You know, I feel pretty good. You know, Gamer's got a lot of things going for him. He's got a lot of talent. I got a lot of respect for my opponent. But you know, there's three things that I have that he doesn't have. Number one, I got my fan club. She
All
rooting
right.
He's got
for me.
bitches. He's got bitches. Okay.
I got bitches. She
Yeah.
rooting for me. She
Yeah,
rooting.
it is. Gamer is industry. You know, he is alone. He has
True.
no one in his
True.
corner. He is. He
Yeah,
has no
it
one.
is.
Damn.
You know that.
No one. Absolutely no one. None.
He's alone.
Yeah, I forfeit.
All right, you hear first. We have our first
Let me-
DQ.
Let me finish.
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
a
yeah.
fan club. I got a hairline.
He's got a hairline. Yeah.
You know, that's the third thing I have.
He's got a degree.
I got a degree.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all I gotta
Hey,
say.
ATU. Let's go.
He's gone. He left. He left. He didn't
Hey,
even.
That's all
He
he
mic
wanted.
dropped.
He's
He mic
got
dropped.
the degree. He mic dropped it. I like the personality.
Oh
I
my
like
God.
the confidence.
Oh my
Um,
god. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I guess we will see them in the arena.
You know, doing the what would that been? That's not an OU, is it? What's the that would be an OU. Overused. Well, that's overused. Yeah. And there's a Master Shifu in there. I don't know his real name, but that's Master Shifu. I remember the stance. So that's OU. So we got two overused on Gamer's side. So he's kind of losing on the style points already, just right off the bat. Venusaur though, we ain't seen a Venusaur yet. That's an OG, and we have not seen him.
Yeah, that is an OG. Yeah.
I don't know who the draft dude on the far right on Jackson's. Turn your volume off, motherfucker. Yo, timeout. DQ. He renamed his shit.
Yeah, I don't know what those fucking.
I was trying to figure out who the fuck this giraffe was. And guess what? Can't even figure him out because he's named Heart.
He named his Pokemon. We're fucked. We couldn't even tell you what that is.
So, bitch has special attack up because of Quark Drive.
An Iron Crown.
Iron Crown. Yeah, Iron Crown up because of the Quark Drive. Boots his special attack. We're going to see who attacks first here. I bet I think it's Jackson's side. I think he hits for about 50 health on the first guy. Protects on the second guy. This gamer does a setup move or some shit of some sort. We'll see. These guys take forever. They're not like everybody else in the game who's playing, you know, everybody's got time schedules tonight, doing their own thing, playing their games. These guys are taking their time. This is a previous champion versus a possible future champion facing off right now. This is a battle of the century.
Either the most exciting game or the most boring. We could be here all
Yeah.
night as these guys.
We could be. And I'm telling you, I'm sitting here, we're a minute into this game, no one's made a move, and my balls are sweating. Like, this is intense.
Staring contest. It is a staring contest. We don't know what could come out.
They've got, oh, look at that. He's got Thunderclap and Draco Meteor. He could use either one of these, but instead he switches out to whoever that is. Hey!
What the fuck is happening?
He protects. He resists it. 20 health down. Oh my goodness. Heat Wave hits both of them. Puts a burn on.
Oh shit. Yeah,
But
we do see, what is that?
A special defense raises. hurt by a burn, but the special defense raises, so they're coming back. And guess what? Heatran is now a bug type.
Yeah, Heatran is a bug type.
I don't know what that means.
Ground type. Rich is a ground type.
Yeah.
We do see a Terra Blast and a Heat Wave, but we can clearly tell that like the damage is there, and Gamer has the advantage. For now, we don't know.
For now.
As we wait for the next fucking.
But as we sit here,
Actually, 30 fucking minutes.
we gotta remember, this is a previous winner of the Gamer Cup. This dude knows what he is doing.
Yeah, they both know what they're doing.
But
Gamer with that.
so far into this game,
Whimsicott, we have an Oko. We have an Oko on Whimsicott.
I think that takes a shot. One Oko for the game. In the game of the previous winner and the first winner, that deserves a shot.
Our first Oko of the game, and it is in Jackson. Jackson does Oko.
So here we sit with Jackson. I'm still confused because I thought people were playing 6 Pokemon, but apparently we're only playing 4. And I don't know what 4 are being played. But I do know that Jackson has 1 knockdown, Gamer does not.
Jackson takes the lead here by taking out Whimsicott.
Here we go. 3 turns in and they've already... 3 turns in and they've already taken more time in one game than everybody else did in their whole series.
A double swap from Jackson against Pelpler and
Oh, and once again, he's renamed all his people, so I don't know who to call out, but William and the Heart in the game right now fighting.
I believe it is Raging Bolt and I believe Core Rider.
Oh, Raging Bolt and Corona. Bro, whoever this cameraman is, I know who you are. You're sexy. Good job. Pelipper and Heatran on the other side, still tear right into the bug form, and Jackson just does not seem to have an answer for this.
He did swap, so maybe he is prepared for whatever Pelpler and Heatran.
We will see hopefully after this next attack, but Pelipper is protected from the... Yep, and then Flash Fire. Guess what? It does nothing. It helps him. Photosynthesis. That dude's gaining stuff, bro. He's absorbing sunlight and turning it into power.
I believe that Gamer predicted Jackson perfectly in this round.
Yes, he did.
Blocked the attack and countered with a beautiful attack.
And, well, I mean, he had Heatran up, and Jackson swapped into the... whoever William is, and set off Flash Fire.
Another Oko onto Pelipper. Oh my god. Oh shit! They're both 1 HP.
Yes, this Heatran play with the this Heatran play with the Flash Fire though. I think Gamer may pull out ahead here. Jackson still does not seem to have an answer for that Pokemon right there.
Two down Pokemon in this Flash Fire. But we don't know because Jackson is yet to lose a Pokemon. Gamer is down 2 Pokemon. This is Gamer's last 2 Pokemon, ladies and gentlemen. Jackson with 4 Pokemon still alive, but 2 on 1 HP. What will they do as they take so fucking long to think about this?
6 turns in, and we've already doubled the time limit of the tournament.
We see a swap from Jackson. Okay, he knocks out 1 Pokemon.
Knocks out Murdon. With the fucking, just another 1 KO. I almost think we need to take another shot, depending on how this game goes. But it is the first game of the series, so we gotta stay calm.
A 1v2.
Look at the health though, and look at his Heatran. He's bug type.
On 1 HP.
He is.
And bitch on less than half.
Iron Crown and William are in there, but you gotta think. Heatran's Flash Fire is up, and he is now a bug type. I believe that Gamer 1v2's this. I truly believe that the way this is going. Look at that, the resisted. He's going to gain health. He loses. Oh! And he kills him! Oh, man!
That is Jackson for the first round win.
It's 1-0 towards Jackson. Let's see if Gamer can change anything up here to maybe turn this around. But if not, we may be looking at a 2-0 with a returning champ defeating the first time ever champ in the first round.
Will he be able to switch up his strategy? Will we see an Ogre Pond? Will we see an Urshifu?
Maybe we see Venusaur come into play, or maybe he's there just to throw him off. Who knows?
Venusaur is there to
And-
fuck with Gamer's head.
I think if he was smart, he would not pour Ogre Porn in, because I think that's a guaranteed loss. It'd be like pulling in Tinkatwink, you know, like you can't do it.
Another Venusaur, and we see another Iron Crown.
Was Venusaur in the first game?
Where's that Ogerpon?
Did he play Venusaur in the first game?
I have no fucking.
Me neither. I thought. Here we go. First round of the game. We'll be back with you in 3 minutes when the turn happens.
Yeah, when the turn is over in 3 minutes, we will be
Hey,
able to see.
type exclamation mark like time limit or something, whatever it is. Make these dudes fucking go.
Just for a heads up,
Yeah,
Venusaur
turn
was not.
limit, bro.
He was not in the first round. Okay,
Okay, yeah,
awesome. First time we're seeing Venusaur, the OG.
First time Venusaur.
He gets one shot, 3 turns in, but it's okay.
His bitch combo. I ain't reading all that. Dude. Man, these term limits gotta be on, bro. This is crazy. Alright, we see an Iron Crown Protect, Whimsicott Moonblast, Ogerpon Ivy Cudge, and Venusaur is out. We have our first Oko. Ivysaur is out. And we see I have no idea what the fuck that Pokemon is. I totally forgot from the first round. That is an Indeedee-F. Indeedee is out on the play.
Indeedee, here we go again with Indeedee, but Overporn comes in, changes to the Terror of the Fire type, 1.5 times attack. But will it matter?
Another
But
Oko.
will it matter?
Oko on Indeedee. Oh, Ogerpon is traded though. We're seeing
He comes back in with the Heatran, and William is back in to fight in this next battle as well.
that is a Koraidon or whatever it's called. I don't fucking know.
Something's weird to me, but I feel like I'm having deja vu. I feel like I saw these exact two matchups in the last battle, and I feel like it did not go well for Gamer.
Gamer has a 1 Pokemon lead right now, so this is Jackson's last 2 Pokemon.
And
but Gamer
it is,
does have one in
but
the
with this exact same matchup in the last game, and moves can change, strategy can change, but this exact matchup came to us last game, and Jackson pulled out ahead. Let's see if he can do it again here. That is a big hit with the Heat Wave. But that Heatran, 1 KO, and doubles it! Jackson 2-0s it!
Oh my god, it
No,
is
you don't.
a 1v2 now. It is a 1v2. It went from a 2v1
To 1v2.
How are we doing this?
3v2?
Sorry,
3v2 to
versus
2v1.
1v2.
Hey man, I fucked up here. I thought he was out.
Gamer is on his last Pokemon with Miraidon. How could he bring this back?
The way it looks.
The previous first game champ, the first gamer come champ, about to be 2-0'd in his own dimension, man.
In his own Gamers Cup, he is going to be knocked out in the first round. That's how excited I was. I knocked shit off the desk. He's going to be knocked out in the first round. He doesn't even get a chance to move here. He's going to get hit and just get knocked out.
What could he do? There's no way he could bring this back. Maybe the first gamer come champion.
He's racking his brain right now. Jackson's already locked in on both of his moves. Gamer is currently locked in right now trying to figure out how to survive this. I don't know that there's a way. I think it's a... I think at this point it has become a 2-0 to Jackson, and we have lost Gamer in the game.
Whoa, hold on.
Oh! He survives at 2 health! He survives at 2 health, and he is faster. And he is faster. Gamer God has proven with his last move he is faster. And it is now 1v1, 2 health versus 18 health. He protects! He protects! But he cannot protect twice. He can't protect twice. He can, but the odds of it. It looks like Gamer God has 1v1'd.
But another, I believe
The game goes
Gamer has done it.
to round
This
3.
is a 1-1 game. We are going to game 3.
He pulls it back with the Miraidon 1v2s at 2 HP to take it to game 3. Let's see
1v2.
how this finishes out.
Roll them back to years. His hairline
You know,
regressing.
I know we're early in the tournament, but I feel like for a game like that close, 2 HP, I think we should take a drink. It ain't necessarily gonna be a shot, but I think we should take a drink.
Let me do a shot. Yeah, that's a shot for that. For a comeback that great, that is a shot.
5 shots, 4 shots, nah, dude.
I am not doing shot for Oko. That was
We're at the bottom of the label almost. We're good. I'm gonna just take a shot. We still got semifinals and finals, and then loser bracket to get through, and possibly a caster match.
I hope not. God, I hope not.
I hope we get you drunk enough to agree to it by the end of the shit. Let's go. Wait a time out. Oh no, that's a double shot glass. Okay, I was gonna say you got half a shot, but that's a tall glass. That's tall glass. Yeah. That's tall. It's tall. It's tall. Yeah. Here we go. Venusaur and Bitch right back out on the bar. Ogre Porn and Whimsical on Gamer's side.
We have, I believe, an Iron Crown Venusaur. This is the second time we've seen this. It didn't work
Iron
out the first
Crown.
time for Jackson. But an Ogerpon Whimsicott is a classic move.
See, Jackson's pretty good at one-shotting this Whimsicott. Maybe not with the 2 he's got in right now, but he usually does it.
I am interested to see how Gamer will lead with an Ogerpon Whimsicott. But this Iron Crown Venusaur,
Whimsicott being weak to fire, flying, ice, poison, and steel, you know, there's not really a whole lot Jackson can do right off the bat, I don't think. I don't know what his Pokemon are, though, so I really don't know.
a double protect. That is what I would.
Yeah. Pussy. Yeah, that's kind of a pussy move on Jackson's side, because he's guaranteed now he cannot, almost guaranteed he cannot protect this round. I mean, it would be a risky move to try and do it again. So he's going to take some damage unless he one-shots somebody.
I believe a Oko is on the horizon.
I do too, but I believe it's going to be Jackson Okoing a Whimsicott or possibly an Ogerpon. He double switches! Double switches, so he just takes double damage. Oko.
And into an Oko.
Yep. What is this? He's throwing. This dude had the lead. He was 2-1-1, and he's. I was gonna say he's basically handed 2 Pokemon away right there. Is what he did.
Pokemon for no reason. He was scared with that double protect. I think Gamer has Jackson backed up into a corner.
I truly believe, especially with that move right there, and Jackson tearing and going into that, I believe that Gamer, with that power-up move, has gained a severe... Once again, doubled Oko. Gamer, it's over. Gamer has 2-1 this.
Ivysaur versus 4 Pokemon, this is over.
The returning champion has been beat. First-time champion is now heading into semifinals.
He's fucking disgraced.
Oh, he one-shots that, but he gets one shot there. Oh, 1 HP, but he's got 3 Pokemon to go, and it's not gonna happen. And Ogerpon is a fire type from the Terra. It is game over. So we pull Gamer in for the win here. That is a 2v1, 2-1. That was a very close first 2 games. He double swapped and took
a
1 KO and almost another 1 KO.
The desperate sleep powder at the end was just pathetic.
So here we are with Gamer in the winner's interview.
All right, Gamer.
How does it feel to pull off a game like that third game, where the first 2 games were so close, they were nail biters?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that third game,
this man,
he pulls a double swap into you, and you OKO 1 and almost do it to the second, and you just gain such an advantage. How did you know to do that?
A man who diffed you in hairline diffed you in family, diffed you in relationships, diffed you in degrees, who could not come out on top in that last game. How do you feel?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
it's great.
time out before you answer. A guy that diffed you and bitch.
Yeah, no, that first game,
How's it feel?
he may agree with me here, maybe not. It was a great game. I got unlucky with
Yes.
some
No.
rolls there. If you saw the heat wave missed 2 turns in a row.
Yes, it did.
Otherwise, that
Yes,
might have been
I
a clean
couldn't
sweep.
tell.
The second game was very back and forth. It was just great pivots from me and good predictions. And then the third game, as you can saw, we were both in each other's heads, but I just called the pivots correctly, and I made the correct choices. So that's all I can
100%
say.
true.
Yeah.
You couldn't be any more right. Those first 2 games, I mean, they were nail biters. I mean, y'all were neck and
Yeah.
neck.
And
It
honestly,
was anybody's game. Both of those first 2.
And honestly,
And
if
then
I
that
would,
third
if
game
I
you
was
just-
Jackson, I'd be embarrassed. He had a 1-0 lead and he fumbled 2 games in a row.
That third
I wouldn't
game,
be able to face
you
the
know, it
limelight
just-
after that.
No, I wouldn't say I would. I got to give it to him. I've got many years over Jackson in Pokemon, so I have a lot of experience for it. And when it comes down to this, it was just like I said, I made the correct calls. It was just I think due to my experience. That's all that it was really. It was a coin flip. I landed heads.
That's where I'll have to disagree, and that's maybe just me.
Okay.
So the first 2 games, once again, no biters. Y'all were neck and neck. It's like y'all were on the same skill level. Like both of y'all may have been previous winners of this Gamer Cup.
Absolutely.
Amazingly, somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, somehow.
But when it came to that third game, and I'm not gonna say it was a skill differential, but it's just like Jackson got in there, and after those first 2 protects, it's like his head went to just mush, like he didn't think.
So funny you say that actually.
And if
I'll
Jackson would
say-
have taken 5 more seconds to think, I think he would have made the right choice, and maybe even if it didn't win, he would have delayed the game.
Absolutely.
And dare I say,
But he
saw
did double
too
protect
many.
into a swap.
Yeah, too many double protects and double swaps in that game. It was like he was afraid of what you were putting out on the board.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
I think that was the deciding factors. Too many double swaps, really dangerous in this type of game, and too many double protects.
So
that's my only qualms with that last game, is it just seemed like he lost all his confidence. It's like he knew what was going on, and he just made the wrong choices.
So that is like I was saying before, is we had scrimmed before this in preparation for this tournament. So he has played against my team many times, and I knew I had to switch up my tactics. Right, I couldn't go with the same thing because he's just reading me like a book at that point. So that last turn where he double protects and then double swaps there, it necessarily wasn't a bad move. See, what he was expecting me to do was to encore him into protect. But I knew if he has Iron Crown out, that he has Indeedee in the back, and he wanted to set up Psychic Train, so I'd waste a turn on Encore, which is why I doubled into his Pokemon. So it was literally just me reading it was me being 4 steps ahead of him. I don't want to say necessarily it was a bad play by his fault. I want to say, I'm going to be humble here. He wasn't as far as ahead in the predictions as I was. That's really all that it was.
That's fair enough, and thank you for being humble. Thank you for being a good sport.
Of course.
I truly believe. I think Jackson. I don't know that he would have won it, but I think he could have had a much closer game in that last game had he thought a little bit farther ahead. Because those first few games, it seemed like he was taking his time. That last game, it seemed like he is maybe. I don't want to say scared, because I don't think he's scared, but I feel like he was rushing it.
We'll have to see in the interview.
The pressure
those
by the
double
game.
swaps. That's why I asked him. Those double swaps.
Absolutely.
That screwed him. If he would not have done that, I think it would have been a 1v1, maybe a 2v1, but low health on both sides. But that double swap, it ended the game for him right there off the bat.
It really did.
Left a
I want to hear the
protect,
thought
double
process
swap.
behind that.
Let's bring them all up.
As we conclude this interview, I do want to say, as you are the host here, do respect Jackson and let him talk. Don't
Absolutely.
really intervene in this. Don't shit talk.
I'll go ahead
we
and
will
butt
bring
this one out.
Jackson in.
I think Gamer's humble enough. I think he's got it for this
I
one.
know. All right, we will bring Jackson in and we'll talk about his. All right, Jackson.
What's up, folks?
All right, how do you feel about that game coming out as a
You know-
a 2-1 loss?
I know it was going to be an uphill battle. It was definitely going
of
to be
course.
a close fought fight. Felt really good about the first 2 games. I've ran, I mean, I don't know the exact numbers on it, but I've ran, that ground Terra Blast against Miraidon.
Of course.
That he lived on 2% health, and it's killed before. And so sometimes you low roll, and you don't kill, and that's okay.
It happens.
This is a gambler's game.
It is. I feel pretty good about taking a percentage chance, 2% help against a former Gamer Cup champion. It's third game was rough, but I'm proud. We did good stuff
Jackson,
today.
and once again, you're not out. You can work your way up in the losers bracket. But
that is true.
Can I ask here?
Yeah.
What was the thought process? Truly, what was the thought process behind a double protect into a double swap, knowing the next turn both of those Pokemon are going to get hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the challenge is as soon as I lock into double protect, it's just a loss. Like
You
there's no
can't do
world
it.
where-
I mean, you can do it again, but you're taking such a big risk.
Right,
Yes.
right. As soon as I lock in a double protect, it's pretty much a loss because
Yeah,
his Whimsicott
especially
can
with swapping.
encore. Yeah, his Whimsicott can encore both Mons. The challenge is that we've been playing, so many mind games in it that the one time that he actually played the turn like normally and correctly was the time that you guessed for something else, and sometimes you just make a wrong prediction. But
And that happens.
And that is 100%
Like
fair.
we said,
Yeah.
a couple rounds ago in the tournament, even the best make mistakes.
Exactly.
And I don't necessarily mean you're still not the best. It's just you'll be back for
It
Gamer
happens,
Cup
yeah.
4.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
always a
I'm
chance
just
to
saying
redeem yourself.
if Gamer Cup 4 is randoms, you guys are cooked. That's all that matters.
Hey, and
This
I
is
love
true.
even though you lost, I love the confidence, and I respect the play because, like you said, you knew what his Whimsicott could do. So
That's
you
true.
knew that once you double protected, if he hit the encore, you were screwed either way. You took the roll of the dice of maybe protect goes off.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that. And I see now why you did the double swap. At first, it didn't make sense to me. I was like, that was stupid. He's taking hits from both Pokemon.
Exactly.
But once you explained that a little bit, the thought process behind it, I understand more. And I think that was a calculated play. I think you knew what was happening and you just re-rolled the dice in the best chance that you could.
Yeah,
And I think
yeah. Go ahead.
I think it's very unfortunate that we do get to see 2 giants of this
That's true.
Pokemon community
Knocked out
fight
or
in
facing
the
first
in the
round.
quarter
I was gonna
stage,
say,
in the
yeah, I was
quarterfinals.
gonna say.
Yeah.
I mean, like all respect be to all other members of this tournament. I feel very confident in saying that I'm at least the second best player in this tournament, if not the best.
Ooh.
And if I had any
Okay.
other draw that wasn't, the GOAT, y'all would be toast, and that's okay.
And I
I
think in
fuck
the
with
next
it. I
Gamer
like
Cup
it.
we could see that.
Whoa,
That's
what
true,
was
yeah.
that, brother? What was the whole
Little Elon. No, I'm just joking.
Hold on.
Anyway, I love the confidence, Jackson.
It's
And
that's
I
okay.
love the fact that you were confident and stayed humble. In the same sense, as it's hard to that's a paradox, I guess, or whatever. But you're confident but stayed humble. The only downside is now if Gamer does not win this tournament, you cannot claim to be even second.
This is true.
Yeah, that is true.
You
By
But
the law
all
of
being
power
said,
scaling.
These were two past championship winners.
hmm And like I
And that
said,
was
in
a
the
hard-fought
first
battle.
in the first round, that is a tough thing to see. 2 past champions go against each other. So, someone's got to come out on top. And if we ever see this in the Gamer Cup 3, we could see maybe even 2 champions or 3 champions going towards the goal,
Yeah,
towards
I mean,
winning this again.
That was like watching Navi and Gambit versus in a
Yeah.
CS:GO final or
100%.
something. Like
100%.
You probably never see
That
it
was a
again
nail
because
biter.
neither of them will ever make it there again. But hey,
God no.
2 powerhouse of a teams fucking clashing it out.
Well,
2
I,
powerhouse.
I won't hold y'all up too much longer. You got a bunch more tournament rounds to go.
100%.
At the end of the day, I got a trophy in my bed. I got a woman in my life, and I got a Lexus in the garage. So peace out, y'all.
Peace.
Good games.
Was he flaming me again? Was that
I
towards
think
me at
so.
the end?
Jackson, and as a closing statement, Jackson winning everything in life except Pokemon. So, we'll have to see who comes out on
Well,
top in these next stages.
debatable. I mean, Lexus is nice and all, but I wouldn't say.
Oh, okay. So who is our next?
All right.
Could be better.
Moving
Who
on.
is our next?
I don't have better.
Moving
Pull up
on.
the
Could be
bracket.
better.
Pull up the bracket.
have
I
it.
need a new drink, ladies and gentlemen, and I need to piss. So I will be right back as Gamer pulls up the
Let me
bracket
pull up
and
the
the
bracket.
next interviews.
All right, absolutely.
That guy is
All right, William.
What the fuck?
All right.
that guy.
So
I
after,
go back for a drink. I don't know what the fuck happened.
all right, Will.
I don't either, man. I just
How do you? Oh shit! Am I on the right screen? Yes, I am. Okay. How do you
Yeah,
feel
you're on
going
the
these
same
watching
screen.
these matches? You know, I know you got a pretty early win, so you've got to sit back and relax, maybe reset your mental. How are you feeling going into this next match versus Dom, longtime friend?
This game, I'm definitely, I'm pretty calm about it. Dom has built the meta team, so it is built. I mean, we've seen this win Worlds, we've seen this gone far in Nationals, so it's a very big team, and mine's custom
Strong
made. So
team.
obviously, there's a nervous like that. I mean, if I make one move incorrectly, his team clicks one button and I'm dead. But
Absolutely.
hopefully, I can click that button faster.
Yeah.
That's kind
Yeah.
of my game plan right now.
All right, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. What do you expect from this match?
I would expect probably a 2-0. I think that if I can eliminate his original strategy, I don't think I've ever seen Dom make stuff up on the fly.
Okay.
So
Okay.
2-0, yeah.
All right.
I like the confidence. Yeah.
No, no,
Yeah.
you gotta have confidence. Only difference is my confidence results in wins. Not saying that, I'm succeeding in everything except what we're currently doing. So
Okay. So confidence on top of confidence. I like this guy. Hey, I think he may pull through here. I don't know what Dom has
Also-
to say, but I mean,
can I
this dude's.
Can I have
Oh,
some
go ahead.
clarification for my first game? So I did mention that let's do a shot for every Oko, and then I may or may not have gotten flamed for not having an Oko, but
That is true.
I wasn't familiar. I didn't realize that Matt's team had the bulkiest mons on the planet. I mean, Gamer's familiar with it, but
Will we see
played a
Okos in
team
this
that is-
game? Should we reinstate that rule?
will we see Okos in this game? 1000%. We will 1000% see Okos in this.
Should
game.
we be
what do you
taking
think?
shots for those
No.
Okos? Is the question.
I think we should take. How about this? If it's a double Oko, will you guys take a double shot?
A double Oko for a double shot? I will agree to that.
Double or nothing. Double or nothing.
Yeah,
I either
double or
have to do
nothing is a
double
beautiful
Oko
I
rule.
fuck with it as long as
Yeah.
we can all agree what a double shot is out of a bottle, because I don't have a shot glass.
Yeah,
clean
that's
for
a
me.
yeah.
mouthful.
So I'll,
just
I'll show
finishing
you the
that.
bottle. I'll show you the bottle,
Yeah.
and then I'll
You
show
can
you what
fucking
I
wing
chug.
it, bro.
Oh, I was gonna say I'll show you what I chug.
I was
and
like,
if we don't
I've got
agree
this
it's a double
shot glass.
We can do it.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
good
no,
luck.
I will agree to that rule.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good luck.
I
Hope
like
it's
the
a good
confidence. Once
match.
again, I hope it's I hope it's good
Yeah.
matches, and hope to see
Love
you
to see
maybe
good
moving on
games.
to the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it should be a good game.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I hope so.
Gotta be a short one now. All right, kick me out now.
Yep. see ya. All right.
Yeah, fuck.
Dom, going
Welcome,
into
Dom.
this next game, seeing how the past games have gone, seeing how you performed in the last game, how do you feel going into this next game against
Are you a
William?
little bit scared of William's team?
I think Will's definitely not a bad Pokemon player, but
Okay.
personality, he's a little rat like Cole. He tried to hide Cole practicing against me from me, and then was surprised when I told him I knew. So here's what happens. If I win, I take out another one of those little roaches. If I
Okay.
lose, I get to whip Cole's ass again in the losers bracket. So
Okay.
I win either way.
Absolutely.
You know what, Dom?
This is a win-win.
So far, from both interviews, I love the personality. I love the confidence. I love the shit
Thank you.
talking.
Thank you.
It goes so well.
Now
I
my
hope you
question
win these.
is, you were so prepared for the first fight. Are you prepared for the second fight? Do you have anything up your sleeve? You've seen his lineup.
What a good question.
He's seen your
His
lineup.
I have seen his lineup. I have
Yeah.
a few ideas. I have a few ideas of what to pull out against him.
And to add to Sip's question,
Mhm.
I know you one of the first things in your first interview with that first fight was you countered this guy. You knew he was countering you, so you countered him.
Is there any of that going into this semifinal round against
Necessarily
William?
counter Will's team. I think our team's just a pretty even matchup.
Pretty
Even matchup.
Okay.
Could be interesting.
Staying humble.
Yeah, hopefully we do see, a 2-1.
A true battle
Or
of the skill.
maybe, yeah, a battle of skill. It would be surprising to see a 2-0 like Will has predicted. So, either
Alrighty.
way, we see a strong matchup. We've seen
and-
both teams.
From yourself, Dom, how do you think this is gonna go? Is it gonna go a 2-1, a 2-0? Do you think you're gonna 2-0 it? Do you have that confidence?
I'm really not sure.
Not sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Going in
Hey.
blind here, huh? Okay.
Yeah, we will see in the matchup. We'll see. Have to see.
We're let the match do the talking.
Yeah, exactly.
Good luck to you, sir. And we get to see how this plays out.
Yeah, thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time.
Good luck.
Okay. I haven't pulled up.
For some reason, I feel like that's a pretty weak Pokemon.
Yeah, no, so
compared
he
to-
is normally.
Unironically,
Oh yeah, sorry.
well, we've seen 4 games, right?
Yeah,
I love Venus.
this is the 5th.
Yeah, I am so
Oh,
fucked up.
And we're going into it. I'll explain it later. So we have Will with a very aggressive Kyogre and Fluttermane lead, and then we have Dom with an Indeedee and Cineroar, obviously putting out the fake out pressure and the redirect pressure. So we're gonna see how this goes. Of course, the attack drop on
Hurry
both of them,
down.
but they're both special
I have to
attacks.
say.
Special
Hurry
attackers. so
down
it's
almost
attack.
0.7 attack on William's side.
Yep.
Dom a little bit in the head with the special defense, but we'll see who attacks first here.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, definitely we have the speed
Speeds
control.
do matter.
So yeah, the speed is on Will's side. That is for absolute certain. Both of those Pokemon are pretty slow. But on the same turn, if the prediction is right, if they can maybe fake out into Kyogre to buy a turn, he can set up Trick Room, and the speed order can be reversed. We'll have to see how this plays out. Oh,
You use fake out.
so I'm stupid. What
and
I
the
didn't
one
realize.
shot- and he one
Double
shot
KO! There's the double
Pokemon.
shot! Oh, double
I think that
Oko!
is worth. I think that is worth a drink
man.
because that is double or nothing right now.
So what I was
Yeah, that is a double
if-
Oko.
he puts it in
Well,
chat.
Holy shit, that is a double shot.
If anything has been a double or nothing, that is a double Oko right there. We made our promise to both of
Wow.
us on camera, on stream. We'll fulfill this promise whether we throw
Yeah,
the
we
fuck
will.
up or not.
Yeah, we will display this promise. I believe it's
Hey,
insane that
wow.
Will in his first
That's
round,
where we're at.
and I have
All
it
it
right
takes
here,
is
ladies and
three turns, and that's the
Three
end of that
turns.
match.
Holy
Did
Going
he double
shit.
Oko 2 times in a row?
No. He left it on like 10
Oh,
HP.
thank fucking
Yeah.
Christ.
No.
I was about to say, dude,
I'm not
I'm
ready
gone.
for the
I'm
2nd game.
gone after this. I
I-
agreed. I will do it, but I'm gone.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm laying down in my bed and we're passing out.
I promise you, your casting team will be unconscious.
So
like a
fatal
like a
flaw.
double
Your final
Oko, we
game
will
you
be gone.
playing somebody with nobody else.
Yeah, there will
double
be no
Oko,
one
I
on
know.
this
Hey,
desk that knows
Zip.
how to talk.
Zip double shot time, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have it right here.
For a second. We're gonna have to down this shit. We made a promise.
Dude, I'm
Let's
gonna
go,
vomit.
brother.
I'm gonna vomit.
I am
Holy
too.
shit.
Dude, I'm almost out of whiskey.
Holy fuck.
Hey. Cheers.
Eh,
Clink,
yeah,
chink, chink.
Cheers, brother. Cheers, brother.
Yep, chink.
So the fatal mistake that was made there was he used fake out while having psychic terrain up. His own psychic terrain, might I add, which actually cancels out priority. I didn't even catch it at first, but bad mistake that ends up losing him that entire game. He repositions here to have Ogerpon, which has the ability Water Absorb, which means Kyogre really can't do anything to it with any of its water moves. But he's going to start off by just protecting. Will not caring, going for the Water Spout and then just the knockoff to finish off the Indeedee, somehow knowing that it wouldn't finish him off. Great call. Turn wasted again. Will, a huge lead already to Cole. My casters on 1 HP, barely surviving. But that's alright. This looks like this might be a clean sweep.
That is
again.
true. That is true. I swear to God, I will vomit at the next shot. If I see a double Oko in this game, I'm vomiting.
Thankfully, I don't think it's gonna happen. Because
I
Amoonguss
don't
is
even know
gonna
if
do
I
it
did
again.
2 shots, man. I don't know if I can do it.
Ooh, okay.
I'm on the cusp.
Sorry, Will tearing to grass to resist the. Oh my goodness, to resist the Horn Leech. I think he just threw up. I'm not sure.
Jackson, if the casters get double OKO'd, Johnny and Gamer have to take shots, and Gamer doesn't take
content. We have to on camera. You already agreed. We cast it. That was our payment. That was the only thing we were pressing. Go ahead.
No, yeah, I was gonna say the water spout or the Terra Grass making resistant, keeping on good HP. Water spout does nothing, takes Calyrex down to 19%. But finally, the Trick Room comes out. Now the Speed Aura is more in. This may not be over. It is now in Dom's favor. The Great Slam's coming out and being super effective. Yeah, it's being super effective because of the Grass Terra. Oh, but because of the speed.
Super effective back to it.
Yep, he takes him right. He trades it right back, leaving this down into a 3v1 case scenario in Trick Room.
And it looks like Winkatwink may be higher speed, and he has Ogre Pawn still versus an Ogre Pawn. But I think William may be taking the second game 2-0.
I believe
I think
so.
William may be advancing to the finals to compete for the belt of Gamer Cup 3.
Absolutely. I think Jackson called it right in chat. I think oh wow, that was a great play. I think a follow me to
He protects.
Now getting it down to you know, he may have lost attack.
He still has Landorus though.
But he has
He's
the type
a
advantage.
Whole other Pokemon.
Type and
But he
speed
has the type advantage.
Yeah.
But he's up a whole Pokemon. Let's see.
This actually may not be over.
This off.
He may be -1 attack, but Ivy Cudgel does have a high crit chance. Here comes his wood camera out.
I
But
was
Ivy
Oko,
Cudgel's
ladies and gentlemen.
Ivy Cudgel's in the wrong person, and
Young
unfortunately.
William, 2-0s in the semifinals, heading to the finals. Gamer, what do you have to say about this game? That is
Amazing play. Great first call.
What an insane display of skill.
That's good. We'll have to bring him up
So
on
what
stage and
happened?
ask him. Will 2-0. Okay,
That's amazing.
Let's
I believe
was gone that last game.
I believe I just threw up everything in my stomach. I'm gonna have to get more dinner, guys, and more alcohol.
Absolutely.
Wait, hold up. Did we get the double shot?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Zip threw up for
You
it.
did.
Zip threw up
You
for
did.
it.
Yeah,
You threw up?
I
Well,
100% threw up for it.
Young William.
Bro, I was so sad I didn't get the double OKO. I was like knowing something was gonna go happen.
Yo,
Would you have done
Young
it?
William, you had us worrying that you did get the double KO. And because we thought we had to take 2 double shots back to back. I just
We were a
want to
little
know.
stressed.
I just want to know, going into this game, you had so much confidence. You said it was going to be 2-0 because he does not how to adjust on the fly. How did it feel to truly come out 2-0 and know that you dominated? How did it feel to dominate this game?
I mean, to be completely honest with you, Dominic was actually my biggest concern in this game. So if it wasn't for the wise words of Gamer, which just pointed out was in plain sight the whole time, this game would have gone completely different. I would have been trying to tailwind into the Trick Room, or I would have been trying to, play into the Trick Room. But I mean, that just met where Pokemon meta is it's not, who can outsmart who, it's who can one-shot who first. And unfortunately, playing Glastrier and having the ability to one-shot Glastrier, it just gets really rough.
I love it. Hey,
But this is Dominic's first time ever. So the
Yes,
fact that,
and
I mean,
He's made it to the
I was
semis.
supposed-
Great feat.
That's
A
what
Yeah,
I'm
great
saying.
feat.
it was a
As
great
soon as
showing.
you ended there, I was gonna say congrats on you and thank you for being, one, confident but also humble at the same time. But for Dominic to be a first timer, what an amazing display! Just absolutely amazing. And he put up a little bit of a fight, but you have the experience. You knew what you were doing. Going into it, you kind of had an idea of what you were going to do. And
Trained by
also-
yours truly,
Yep.
might I say. Not to flex.
Yes. Oh, yep. Also,
Yeah,
going back to
no,
the
I
chat,
think-
like Jackson, hey man, suck our balls, bro. This is the first time this ever happened. We're trying to figure this out.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we
back
do
to
need to
William.
keep interviews reasonable. So, Will, if you
yeah,
have
no,
anything to say,
that's a good point. I was just saying, to
yeah,
suck
no,
balls
I think
'cause
that's
it would feel
that's a
good.
good ending point. I think that
Yeah.
in terms
Yeah.
of like
Love
Pokemon
to-
knowledge and how to play moves correctly, I mean, I think Gamers said publicly, I have the best ability to predict stuff and explain why, and I think that was shown pretty well in this game. So
Absolutely. I
Mhm.
agree.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
But thank you for your time, and
Alright, go ahead.
I hope you well, and I may see you in the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see Eli in the finals.
You seen Eli? Okay, hey.
You will at this point,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll-
you will.
I'll see-
It's
I'll see
guaranteed.
Eli
You're gonna
in the
see him.
finals.
Someone's
Yeah.
going to see him in the finals.
Yeah, someone is going to be in the
Yeah,
finals.
he made it. This dude made it.
Yeah.
He's guaranteed.
Yeah.
He made it.
I was thinking,
Someone's going to see him in the
I
finals.
might, not he might. I
Okay,
might see
okay.
him. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, okay.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
And
Thank you for your time.
same with the
Bro,
interviews. Let's bring the loser in here.
I'm gonna be
but
realistic.
Same with
I
what Jackson
threw up
said.
so fucking much.
Oh shit!
bro.
Whoops. Wait, I invited Eli. Whoops. my bad.
Same with what Jackson said. We do need to keep him reasonable. Love you, Jackson.
Yeah.
Mm.
We are coming up on our third hour of this tournament.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
this is the first time we've ever done this, and Gamer's the only one here who really knows what the fuck's going on. So
Yeah.
I'm just, we're just here to help.
Yeah, we're just here to keep the vibes up.
Dom, welcome.
All that shit out.
How you
Welcome,
feeling? How
Dom.
you feeling?
You know, I mean, for my first time here in the Gamer Cup, I'm just glad I was able to take out my target.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So
There you go. Hey,
it really
100%.
matters to me. Will would have just been a bonus if I got him too.
This guy came into this tournament talking about that first match and how he had countered him, and because he knew what he was trying to counter. And you know what he proved? He proved 100% that he knew what the fuck he was talking about. He
I think-
destroyed that first match, came into that second match not knowing as much, and still put up a hell of a fight. I mean, this dude, the whole time around,
And I think
just played his heart out for his
the
first
lesson
ever Gamer Cup.
the lesson is like, unfortunately, because this is such a massive tournament, we have so many personalities clashing in this tournament, but you have to be prepared for anything. And if you prepare for that first round and you're ready to go, you never know what's coming in the second round. You have so
Yeah.
many potential.
Absolutely.
I think really, I was just if I was too tunnel visioned on making sure I got Cole out of here, making him look like an idiot for trying to practice against me. I think if I really wanted to win this and take it all the way to champion, I should have done some more coaching sessions with Gamer. I should have practiced my team even more, but I was too focused on what I thought really mattered at the time, which was Cole.
And sometimes tunnel vision is our worst enemy.
But hey,
Every
if there's a
loss is
loser's
experience,
bracket
though.
and Cole's in it, I get to beat him again and make him look even more stupid. So
And
Every loss is experience. And now, hey, we'll move into our finals. But don't forget, there is a chance for you to come back and you don't place last in the loser's bracket. There's a chance for you to come back and still possibly even beat someone like Jackson or somebody like that and go, hey, I'm even better than they thought.
yeah, I'm better than a previous champion who clearly fucked up.
All right, well,
All
turns
right.
out Jackson is not playing the loser's bracket.
I think a lot of people who lost have already left, unfortunately. So there may not be a losers bracket, but that's all right.
We'll have to dice roll the
Yeah, we're
loser
dice
bracket. If
rolling.
you're still here, we'll give you four.
Maybe another day or
right now,
something.
Cole ran away because he's scared. He doesn't want to get beat twice.
Yeah. No,
He already
clearly.
knew what was coming.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
That
if you
makes me
stick
feel good.
around till the end and we have a losers bracket and everybody else is gone, you automatically get placed higher. So
Exactly.
And we never know because this overconfidence could be the death of some of these players. Some
That's
people
true.
think that they're going to go and they're going to win this from the beginning, and you never know who could win this. And we thank you for your time and your words
Thank
of
you.
wisdom.
Thank you.
it really was a good time, Dom.
Yeah.
You put on a
great showing
display
in the
both
first round.
games. For
Exactly.
for somebody who's never been in one of these tournaments, you did really well and
Thank
you
you.
made it far.
Yeah. All I can say is thank you for participating in the
Yeah,
Gamer
you-
Cup, and I hope to see you in the next one.
You've left an impression on all of us here.
Thank you. See you in the
All right.
next Gamer Cup.
See ya.
See you in the next one.
All right.
I'm not walking in a
alright.
straight line.
So next is the
Ain't
game
happening.
between Eli
I'm pretty
and I.
good since I threw up.
You guys want? You
Here we
guys?
are in the finals.
No, no,
Who,
semi,
who is
semi.
going to
No, no, that's not the finals yet. It's the
Semis.
finals yet.
It's me,
Yeah, hold
Eli,
on,
and then
guys.
me, and then whoever wins versus Will.
Okay, yeah. All right. So who's
One.
streaming for gamers?
I think Jackson's gonna take over for this game.
4,
Zip,
5,
you just threw up, bud. Do we need to be doing this?
Yeah, that's probably not the best idea. Let's give me
Zip, I'll
give me.
take another shot. Zip, I'll take another
Hold
shot with
on.
you,
Where's my
brother. Do we
headphones?
need to be spinning?
fuck.
Hold on.
Go ahead and give me.
Oh,
Okay,
he can't even get in his chair.
You guys can give me a quick interview.
Yeah,
Maybe
hey,
Jackson can help out.
Yeah.
So Gamer,
Like,
hey,
we need some adult.
going into
What
this
happened?
game versus Eli,
Yes.
how do you feel? You know, do you feel like maybe you can pull ahead? Is it gonna be a close game, or do you think it's gonna be a 2-0?
You know,
Do you think you can just come out ahead?
my confidence may be the killer of me, but since I've already gotten so far into this cup, and I am a previous
Can you
champion,
twist
of
your
course.
mustache half mid sentence?
Yeah. Since I've gotten so far already, I'm pretty confident. So I may mess around a little bit, maybe do some funny predictions to see if I can get there. I am a former champion, so I have a lot of experience over Eli. I've been playing Pokemon for pretty much as long as I remember. So, it's not like I'm not gonna give him a good fight, but I'm definitely gonna let's make this interesting. Is all I'm gonna say. And I think for my
Gamer,
opponent,
what do you have to say about the allegations that you rigged this tournament in your favor? How do you respond to those?
Yes,
Ooh, I like this
yeah, I rigged it in my favor by giving me the
Hey.
hardest opponents all the way up. Just because I knew
So
it'd be the
who's
easiest. for me.
fighting next?
Me and Eli.
Eli and Gamer.
10 tap and I.
Okay.
Yo,
Okay.
So Gamer, I like the confidence going into this.
Yep.
Obviously, like you said, you've been playing a little bit longer, and Eli doesn't have as much experience as you. How do you feel this game is gonna go? Is it gonna be a 2-0, a 2-1? Do you think you're just gonna sweep it? Or do you think there's gonna be a little bit of a challenge there?
I think if I get my plays correctly, I think I could most certainly be looking at a 2-0. If not, definitely 2-1.
Okay. I like it. I like the confidence. I like where your mind's at, and I think we should get Eli's point of view, and I think we should get
Absolutely.
this game on the way and see where it goes.
All right. Good luck to you guys.
Good talking to you.
Greetings.
Eli,
Thank you.
Yo.
Welcome back.
Eli, back with it again with the bodyguard. So going into this game against Gamer, who is the first time ever Gamer Cup champion, and he's currently going on a pretty good streak here. How do you feel going into this game?
I mean, to be honest, me and homie back here, we're going to get a McDonald's Happy Meal, whatever happens.
Respect.
I don't
Fuck
give a
with it.
fuck.
Yeah, respect.
There's one thing that Mr. Gamer God does not know about me, and that's my intelligence. And I'm not saying I have high intelligence. I'm a fucking retard, and I'm gonna get this shit out of my ass. And I'm gonna fucking fall out. I just want to say one more thing.
Please.
It's okay, big guy. I'm coming for your ass, Will.
Holy
Watch your
shit.
fucking back.
Holy shit.
I
That's
love
kind
it.
of energy we love
Hey,
to see here
and
in the gamer.
Not,
You know,
and not in
while-
Pokemon.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it. And while we're still here, okay, just one more question here. So you're going up against Gamer, previous champion. You don't really have a whole lot of nerves here. How do you feel this game is going to go? Do you think it's going to be a clean sweep? You think it's going to be a little close, maybe a 1-1, 2-1? Or do you think with the massage you're getting, the stress-free environment that you're in, just how relaxed, how calm, how confident you are, do you think you can pull ahead on this?
Yeah. Fuck no.
Hey, we
But-
believe in you.
We
Right.
believe in you, buddy. We believe
But
in you.
there's one thing I have to say before this round with Gamer starts. You can't escape retardism.
You can't.
I'm coming.
You
It's
can't.
true. It's true.
That's one of those things.
Inescapable.
Hey, and
Big man's
You're-
coming for that punk ass. You
What
know?
I miss?
hey,
Yeah,
you're
but they-
here to win, and whether you believe it or not, you've got the personality to do it.
Oh,
I
gonna
believe.
do something.
I believe it.
And it may not
If
be
you
pretty.
if you trust in your gut and you believe in yourself, and you believe in your bodyguard who gives those massages like he does, I think you can do anything you set your mind to. And I think we'll see it in this upcoming game.
Quite possibly, I did get put in special ed class in 3rd grade, but that probably just made me smarter. You know?
It did.
Yeah, hey,
I heard
that's
that.
I'm
that's
gonna
And
say-
that's the biggest
They-
comeback of
they
them
call
all.
that gifted and talented.
They
Hell
do.
yeah.
Good luck
Yeah.
in your game, sir.
I wish the best for y'all. Good luck in your upcoming game.
Yeah, good luck.
Amen, brother.
I'm saluting.
Hey, don't disconnect. Let's just stay here for a few minutes. Here we go. Here we go into the semifinals. GamerGod versus Eli. It looks like we got a Gengar on one side, Master Shifu on the other, and a Heatran by Heatran is being played, and so is Whimsical. Hydrogen Bomb and Fake Dog on the other side. Gamer does have, I was about to say, Gamer does have minus 0.67 attack on his side, but he is a little bit more of a special attacker, even tearing in to get that. Yes, okay. I was going to say, tearing into that. Here we go. Turn 2. Let's see if this game goes any quicker than what should have been a quick first game versus the first ever champ versus the previous champ of the Gamer Cups. We'll see if it takes 2 minutes per turn.
Eli coming into this as an amateur against, disputedly, maybe one of the best.
Yeah, possibly the best the Gamer Cup's ever seen. Possibly the best the Gamer Cup's ever seen. And he does one shot his Hydreigon. But Primarina survives and almost half health, or does a little over half health the Heatran, which has shown in the past couple matches to be Gamer's best Pokemon when it comes to damage versus health. Yes, I mean that is a fact. When it comes to health and damage, Heatran has been Gamer's best Pokemon. Super effective. The Whimsicott gone in one play, and Miraidon surviving. Primarina takes the Heatran out. Gamer may be looking at a first loss in this first game. He does not know how to read Eli just yet. He has a Miraidon of himself out and a Master Shifu. We'll see how this goes. The way
does have poison Terra here. If she poison Terrans,
I was gonna say the
from Miraidon to potentially win here.
the way it looks, Eli could have this game.
Gamer will have to 100% pivot this.
Johnny asked, like, I don't know what time it is. Like 10 minutes ago if I disappeared. Am I here? Y'all hear me? Okay, thank you. Oh! And he hits him with a double super effective. And he protects! He hits him with double super effective into fucking Eli's protect. This could be a 1-0 game starting off for Eli right here. If so, that is such a huge advantage. He is going to make gamers overthink. He 100% made gamer overthink. We'll see how gamer responds here. You know how he changes up his two Pokemon. But Eli, a first timer, has made gamer actually have to react and think. Somebody who has won this championship before. We will see how the second round goes.
Gamer's not unfamiliar to this spot. He was down 1-0 in his last match. He has
Yes, he does. But I mean, just that personality and confidence Eli has. I think maybe he has been underestimated. I think maybe he can switch up a little bit better than people have thought. Maybe he's smarter than he let on. You know, maybe this ain't his first Pokemon game. It's just his first tournament.
Maybe he wasn't in the special ed class in third grade.
Maybe he wasn't. Maybe this dude was. Do we drink to that? Do we drink? Oh, he does it too. Do we drink to that?
That is a 1-for-1 trade. That is a beautiful.
I think we should take a single shot for that, or a half shot. Either one. Just a little sip, a little sippy poo.
I'm good for a shot.
We do a sippy poo like Mr. Leahy.
Fuck it, I'll take a sip.
here, weather control is huge for gamer.
Yes, it
Doesn't
is.
have rain up.
Jackson hits him with the fucking Terror Blast. Okay. And he resists the Weather Brawl.
Great. Now the thing you got to be worried about now, if you're Arcanine, is Pelipper can come in with a Hurricane and one-shot your Arcanine. Gotta be really wary.
And
You're okay.
I'm also the GOAT. I am kind of stressing.
Yeah, no. Yeah, for somebody, oh, he one hits. I say one hit. Oh, and then he one hits SoCal. Okay. Oh, and then he one hits him.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
All right.
No. Hey, to be fair though, in gamer spot I would be confident. But for somebody who has never really been in a tournament, Eli is holding up a fight. It's the same Pokemon versus same Pokemon plus one other.
Now what we
But if he does right here, yep, he protects and he hits it. So it's a 1v1. Eli fully has a chance here. If he plays this right, Eli could pull this out because Eli shows that he could be faster depending on what he. Nope. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's a 1v1. It's 1v1 here. Yep. Gamer wins. It's 1v1. The second. What a fucking nail biter. That's the closest game we've seen so far. That is a nail biter right there. The definition of it. Here we go. No one is.
The undisputed champ versus an underdog, and he's living up to his name.
I want to see what happens in this third game. I know we have a previous champ from 2 Gamer Cups ago, but I would like to see Eli, and honestly, from the personality in the interviews and how far he made it for a first timer, I would like to see this underdog pull ahead and possibly take into the finals here. What is y'all's predictions?
I think as much as I love Eli, I think the GOAT has him. I think there's no way he can joke this.
You know, I think it's important for us to state that this is an amateur competition, and as being over the age of time, you know, gamer may not be eligible. That's all I'm saying.
But a strong showing of force from Eli.
Big flinch out of the rock slide going on to Pelipper. 20% chance.
And his,
Gamer is
but both of their attacks are down. Yes, Gamer has Terrad, but both of their attacks are down. So they're, unless he uses a special attack like he just did, they're gonna be a little bit weaker. But it didn't really do much. So if he manages to one-shot both of these guys here before they attack, Eli is in a really strong position.
That is a big burn coming out onto the Arcanine.
Yes, it is.
If you are burned as a physical attacker, your attack is cut in half.
Yes,
So
and
Arcanine has 50% attack.
50% attack, and he's taking damage every turn.
Exactly.
But you look over at the Gamer God side, and he is minus 0.67 attack. He does pull protect.
Predicted it.
Yep, but Pelipper's gone. Heatran is still alive, and Heatran is arguably one of Gamer's strongest Pokemon. If he can keep him alive and play the right moves against the right people, he can do this. But it could be devastating for the GOAT. Eli has the least meta team in the tournament, too, so we gotta give him props on that. Definitely not reading the chat. That's my own perspective.
Right off the dome.
Yeah.
From our experience as commentators.
Yeah.
at this event.
I got paid.
Okay, predicted.
Rockside missed! If that would not have missed, I truly believe Eli definitely takes the advantage. But it missed. He is now in a 2v2 situation.
We are down a 1-1
Oh, no, 1-1. Yeah, 3v3. It's the dark gray ones that are out, right? Okay. Yeah. Here we are in the semifinals, and I just figured that out. He follows me. Super effective. Hydra gun. Gamer may get this, depending on this turn here. And it doesn't do much. Gamer is taking the lead.
Now, Gamer does not have Terra here for his Miraidon.
He does not.
Really big.
He does not.
Eli still has Terra left.
Yes, he does. But the way it is currently looking, it looks like Gamer may be pulling a 2-0 here to lead into the finals. Eli takes out the heat trend. Alright, Gamer's biggest Pokemon, arguably, Gamer's biggest Pokemon is now down. When it comes to Terra or regular form, he is now down. This is a very even matchup.
Now, Eli does have a way to win here if he can pull out that Terra.
He resisted. Yes, he resisted. He pulls it off. He one-hits. It's super effective. No, both of them live. No, both. He gets it. Yes. Okay, a 1v2. The GOAT is on the ropes, and Eli has the advantage because guess what? No matter what, he's going to get a hit off. It just determines if it's a KO. Here we go. Maybe. Depending on what Miraidon does. Did Eli already do his Terra?
Eli still has Terra. Has not pulled it out.
So he could pull Terra on somebody and possibly, well, I guess maybe not. Yeah, he terrored. He terrored on Arcanine, yeah. So, it just depends on who goes first here.
We're literally flipping it.
Yeah, it's purely a 50-50. Oh my goodness! Does he 2-0 it? Ogre. No way. He protects. Spiky Shield, okay? Miraidon. No, Miraidon goes first. He protects. It's okay. Next round. Oh! Because of the protect! And he went in with the fucking... He went in with the electric drift. What an idiot! 1-1! We take it. We take it. Eli takes it into the third round. What a fantastic battle.
Eli, my GOAT. How does it feel to upset the arguably the best player in this lobby in a 2-1?
Hey Eli, before you answer, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Am I confused? Was it 1-1 or did Eli just fucking dominate his ass?
I believe it was
It was a
a
1-1 match.
it was a 1.
1-1. So you got one more game?
That was it?
No, it's
I
over.
won.
Oh, Eli, you won?
Yeah, it was a 2-1.
Eli, bro.
Yeah.
Go back watch the recording, brother. My only question is, how do you have so much personality in a first game and continue with the personality to keep the confidence?
Yeah,
Because
the
you
confidence.
fucking held it all the way, brother. You held it all the way. You saluted us. You did everything there was. You have the dude in the background giving you the massage. How does it fucking feel to know
How does it
you
feel?
are now in the grand finals of Gamer Cup number 3, and you're about
You've
to take it all
secured your
home?
spot. You've secured your spot.
You're a couple games away from going, I am the best of all time. I took it home, and I'm the best. Please let me know how that feels.
Yeah, what are you going through?
All right, so first off, I'm just gonna say, when I heard about this tournament, I had never touched Showdown in my life. I've had 3 weeks to prepare, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm just in here purely for fun. I love Pokemon, and I love having fun. So that's all I'm here for. I don't give a fuck if I lose.
Hey,
You know.
Hell yeah.
as a host or a co-caster, whatever the fuck you want to call me, can I just say something?
Yes, sir.
First off, the second you joined and I saw your face cam, fell in love. Second, how is it this many rounds into the tournament, you've managed to keep this love and personality and confidence up?
The hope is
you're just-
alive.
I see the bodyguard. That's a lot of it. But man, you fucking killed it. I mean, you came in as an underdog, barely playing, and you're now in the finals. You're about to win it all, and it's all because of that personality, that confidence. Tell me how you did it. Tell me how you built that up to where
The
you could get to
people's
this
choice.
point.
The people's choice.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm just here to have fun, and I love Pokemon. So it
100%.
doesn't bother me whether I lose or whether I win. Either way, I see a cool Pokemon on my screen, and I get happy.
I love it.
That's all
I love it.
I love
it so much. Hey, Eli, if there's one thing I can ask you, whether you love Pokemon or not, whether you love these tournaments or not, if you win or lose in this next match, please be in the next match, because
Know that we
you
are
make it
behind
all.
you, sir.
You
We are
are
rooting
the
for you.
champion. You are the crowd's champion. You're the champion of everybody's heart. Whether you win or lose in this next match, you've won it all so far.
I'll just say one
All
thing
right.
before I get out of here.
Yeah,
Whether I
closing
win
remarks.
or whether I lose, I'm gonna be back in this tournament, no matter what.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna be slinging harder than I am today. Assholes are gonna be gaped, and smiles are gonna be on faces.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna be out here bringing the fucking vibes.
God bless.
This is the man.
God
this
bless.
is the guy.
And good luck to you.
Good luck to you, brother.
All right, let's get this fucking
Let's,
loser in here.
yeah, let's bring loser in here.
All right.
let's-
How's it
he's
feel
in
to be
here.
a fucking
Shit
Pokemon player?
Like I got to give it to him. Amazing plays, absolutely. Like I was not expecting him to read me like he was reading me in that first game. It caught me so hard by surprise. All respects to Eli. Amazing plays. Second game, I locked in a little bit because I felt a little bad. I felt about how bad he destroyed me, so I had to lock in. I made some good calls, ended up winning it. The third game, my God, it was neck and neck. And you know what? I didn't realize that if we both protect and if mine goes off first, his fails. So the next turn he gets 100% chance at Spiky Shield again. And that's what was my downfall. I didn't realize that. I thought it'd be a 50-50 again. And
Can I
so
say-
because of that, I lose.
both times. And hey, so we've now seen the first champion and the second champion of the Gamer Cup fall in this tournament.
Yep.
We will
It is
see
now-
a
it is
new
now
champion.
Two, no matter who wins now, is up to a new champion.
Absolutely. You know,
We've
I could
never seen this before.
as heartbreaking as
Can
I
we
am for
say-
losing, I couldn't have wished for a better ending, to be honest. Couldn't agree more.
Quickly before we bring in these guys for a quick interview so we can get this wrapped up. I just want to hear the desks what we think the scoreline is going to be and who's winning this. And I think Compton, go first. I think you kind of touched on this.
Truly, from what I just said, I mean, I think Will is an amazing player. I like his attitude, but when it comes to personality and maybe even being an underdog, because it's his first tournament, I don't think Will's gonna win.
What do you think Eli's going to win on?
Yeah,
what's
no,
the
I
scoreline?
think Eli's gonna take it, and I think he's gonna take it maybe even 2-1. It's gonna be a close game, but I truly believe he's
A
gonna take
3-1?
it. And this, oh yeah, it's the best 5, ain't it?
It's best 5, yes.
So 3-1. No, I think he's gonna
3-1?
take it 3-1.
Alright.
I think he's truly gonna surprise us all. I mean, just so far from what he's shown, that personality and that confidence, and then to turn around into an actual game skill and not just be lying about it. That dude's
Alright.
proven to be pretty damn good.
Gamer, what are you thinking? What are you thinking that's going to come out to? You think it's going to be
So, I think, like I said, I heavily misunderestimated Eli. That was amazing player. Amazing plays all around. He was calling my moves left and right. I heavily underestimated him. I think with Will watching this is now going to go into this match with much more caution than I did. But I think he might still underestimate the skill Eli has in these calls that he's making. So I think it's going to bounce back and forth. I think I'm predicting all 5 games are going to be played, but it's going to end
A 3-2.
3-2 in Will's favor. I think Will maybe has a little bit more experience, and if he goes in this cautiously, he should be able to take the win.
Now, I personally, hearing both of your guys' opinions, I was looking at all these fights, all these I think Will had a very shaky first start. I think his overconfidence did get him a little bit, and he was very iffy coming into Matt, but he did pull through. He did pull through in I believe a 2-0. And so I think this is going to be I love Eli. I love his personality coming into this. He is a new player. He is the underdog, the people's champion that we are coming into. But I got to give it to Will. I got to think it's a 3-1 towards Will.
I believe it's Eli.
I believe that.
Yep.
So let's get these interviews. Let's wrap this up and let's get into this champion. All right.
No
let's
one
get
cares
this-
about it.
Yeah.
Let's get this interview going so we can call
What's going
this.
on?
Will, welcome.
So,
All right.
I
How you
wanna-
feeling about this final match?
You know,
Congratulations, I
I
might
wanna
also
thank
say.
Eli.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yo,
So
both of
I
you.
want to thank Eli. So hats off. Hats off to Eli. He's done an amazing job here. But I'm very. I also want to thank him because he's allowed me to be the villain of this, the absolute villain of this tournament.
That is true.
And
Almost.
so, I feel like you guys are saying that I've been coming in with confidence, but to be completely honest with you, I think I've been pretty humble up until this point. So let me adjust this. So
Debatable.
I've always said that maybe I'd give him a round or two, but round one, my expectations were 1-2. It's now 2-0. Round two, I said we'll give him a round. Now it's 4-0. So I'm gonna become here. I'm gonna say this is great offense. This is going to be a 3-0 sweep. And so I think
Okay.
we definitely have already had the match of the night, and this is going to be just one of those things where the final card doesn't play right. And I think Eli's a great gamer. I think that he's done an amazing job. But
100%.
I'm sorry I have to disappoint everyone here.
And I
So,
for the most part, agree with you. And I agree that in overall terms and technical skill and like knowing about the game, you probably are a better player. I think a lot of that though with Eli comes into the fact that he's just so unpredictable because he hasn't played as long. I think he like even with Gamer, he threw him off. I think there may be a chance, but I like your confidence. I really do. I like your confidence. I think you're gonna do well in these few upcoming games.
Compton, I think I can smell the drunk through the camera.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, all I have to say is I'm excited to see what will come of this grand final. And, at the end of the day, we will have a champion. We'll have a brand new champion that
Brand
will
new.
be receiving this reward. Brand new. All right, Will, we appreciate your
Thank you for your time.
interview and good luck.
Good luck to you, sir.
Yeah, no, thank you for I hope you guys are here for my trophy.
Love it.
All right, let's get our boy
you,
Eli in
Eli,
here.
get him
for
back
his-
in.
Fuck you, Jonathan.
Eli, my boy.
Did I?
Oh,
did my
where's
camera-
he
He's gone. He's not here.
There-
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
All right.
Dude, hey, before you even say anything, Eli, can I say you're 100% the favorite of the casters crowd. I speak
We
for
couldn't have done it
myself, but I
without you.
speak for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You,
I can't
you've
disagree.
made this so far. My personal hopes as a judge, and I'm supposed to be a little unbiased here. My personal hopes, once again, the underdog. But you've just held up so much. You proved so much here. I hope you can pull through in this last little
You're
bit.
at the final. We're at the final.
You're at
This
the
is
finals.
it.
You made it. I hope
The
you
last
can
game.
continue to pull through. You've changed it up on your intro interview, and I'd like to hear what you have to say.
I'm coming into this final very fucking
Yes.
happy.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
I don't give a
you
shit
said something.
what happens.
No,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead. Go
win
ahead.
or
Go
I'm gonna lose. Either way, I'm fucking stoked. Will's a great gamer. He's smart as fuck. I'm quite the opposite, but I got some tricks up my sleeve that he's not ready for.
We
Hey,
believe it.
It might not, or it may be in Pokemon. We're gonna find out.
Mr. Eli.
I don't
You
have
said
much
something?
to say other
Oh, no,
than
good.
thank you to my bodyguard, Jimmy motherfucking Queef. Do you have any?
It helps you.
Jimmy Queef.
That's my guy.
Hell yeah. Hell
it
yeah.
helps you. Chicken nuggets and the Rick and Morty shirt. Fuck with it. Eli, for you, whether you're the top prospect and skill or not, you are the underdog. I hope you win. You have
Yeah, I wish
proven
you
to
good
be
luck.
better than you have shown.
I just
This
want to
match
thank
is for
everyone
you.
here for an awesome fucking tournament night. Thank you to the casters. You guys are all fucking awesome.
Thank
you to everyone that's played. I love you, Sean. Great first match. Chill guy. Let's play League
Beautiful.
sometime.
Hell yeah.
And most of all, good luck, Will. I fucking love you, buddy. Let's get this
I
shit
love
rolling,
it.
boys.
Amazing.
it.
Amazing.
All right, I love it. I love it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, whoever the fuck is left, because
We
we've
ha-
been here for almost 4
we-
fucking hours.
We have your finals.
We have our final match.
Here we go.
Yes,
I think-
wait a
I-
minute.
I think
Let's
so.
get- Let's get 100,000 views on YouTube. Easy.
Well, okay, they're gonna go through with it. It's supposed to be a best of
Oh,
5, but they're
shit.
doing a best of 3, so maybe we can just do 2 singles after. It shouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
Alright, you all got this because I have to take a piss. So
Yeah,
Go
go
for it.
for it,
Go
bro.
for it.
I'll-
okay.
I wish I could feel anything.
Turn 1 starts. Will is leading, of course, with what's it's called, Kilowattrol, and he gets the competitive booth, calling out the Arcanine coming out. This is a very common lead from Eli, so it was a great call. He's gonna have to see here if he can get the Tailwind off so that Groudon can safely Water Spout into them, which he is gonna get it off first, and the Tailwind's gonna go off. It doesn't kill either Pokemon, which means he will be able to match the Tailwind and get the Rock Slide off, bringing it down to Sash and Groudon to almost half. Kyogre. It's a great call. Once again, like I said, the misunderestimation. I probably would have done the same thing, and that would have thrown me off. The Protect coming up from the Hydreigon. E-Speed coming off to finish off. Wow, what a great call. E-Speed came off to finish off the Kilowattrol, and then knowing Arcanine can survive another hit with that AV, now bringing it to a 4 versus 3. I would even dare to say in Eli's favor. Fluttermane coming out, activating the speed booster, which gives it obviously a speed advantage, but Arcanine having extreme speed can do a good amount of chip damage into Kyogre. Swapping here would maybe be a pretty good idea, but either way, it seems Fluttermane could still possibly get a double KO with Deaglin here, putting it back into Will's favor. But we'll see how this plays out. He can go back and forth. Like I said, Eli, amazing play. Oops. Maybe no. I guess he can't really predict not realizing Fluttermane. Yeah, maybe not realizing Fluttermane is also a Ghost type, thinking it was just a Fairy, try to E-Speed to get some damage off. Fortunately, it's not, so it wasn't effective, and it gets the free double KO. Now we're on to Miraidon Ogerpon. I mean, both Tailwinds still up. Miraidon and Ogerpon do outspeed Kyogre. I keep saying that, but Mischievous does get to outspeed both. The Deaglin coming out, taking Miraidon down to half. Electrodrift coming out, bringing completely KOing Mischievous.
Okay.
And the Ivy Cudgel coming out through the rain, just barely not killing it. But Will's stuck into Water Spout, only does minimum damage now, and he's stuck in this move and can't do anything with this. Now he's down to his Scarf Landorus, which still can possibly come back with a Rock Slide. The only possibility with Rock Slide is that I think it's a 10% chance that it could possibly miss, but it will deal good damage on both these Pokemon and have the 5% possibility to flinch. 5%.
We're looking at a 2v2.
2v2,
We'll
and
have to see how they
it
handle
still could be a coin flip depending on whether or not the flinch goes off, the damage rolls are high. It's still anyone's game. All we know is that Kyogre currently is in a really bad spot, and he may be able just to just let it sit there. So we'll see what Eli what he thinks of it. The double Rock Slide coming out, no flinch, takes him out. Ooh, okay, down to half health. So as long as if he hits this double Rock Slide again, Will win this first match. But there is, like I said, a 10% chance for him to miss. If that 10% comes through, that will be the end for him, and Eli will take the first game. Absolutely. The Scarf definitely coming in clutch here. We got a Protect on the Ogerpon. The Rock Slide comes through. It finishes off Miraidon. So now it's down to a 1v1 because of the Protect. Maybe just trying to roll the luck in his favor. We'll have to see. It's still down to the 10% miss
Will
chance.
Ogerpon be able to outspeed Landorus right now is the question.
he will not because of the scarf. The rock slide comes through and it connects, giving Will the first game.
That's the first game. We're 1-0 in this 3 games.
Will takes it.
Yep, Will does take it on barely 40% HP on his last Pokemon. Very close game. Like I
Very
said.
close first round.
Yeah, like I was saying, Eli, he makes some great calls. Great game. See how they adjust.
Can I just say that you know that when you nacho cheese on chip, nacho take chip, nacho cheese on chip.
You okay?
No, he spoke clearly.
Oh.
100%.
I 100% believe.
Did you know that when you nacho cheese on chip, on nacho you take chip, nacho cheese on chip?
Oh yeah.
All right, here we go into our
I
second
agree.
Yeah,
game.
and into the second game here. Let's see who wins this.
Yeah. We got Eli switching up his lead here, actually leading with his restricted Mon. Will's leading back in with Kilowattrel, once again predicting the Arcanine lead, getting his competitive boost, his 2x competitive boost again. Now, whether he chooses to get speed control here or just damage out, we'll have to see. Something that can happen here is he knows Kilowattrel has the sash, so hitting it one time won't do anything, but if he doubles into it, he may be able to take it out before the Tailwind gets set up, but we'll have to see what the play is. So we start the turn, we just go straight out Flutter Mane with the D-Lane, takes Miraidon down to half health, the Tailwind gets set up, the Electric Drift goes straight back into Flutter Mane, taking one out. So trade 50 health. Oh, actually, the Rock Slide comes out, taking Kilowattrel down to Sash. So this turn heavily in Eli's favor, but Will now does have the Tailwind set up, and his Kyogre should be pretty free just to spam Water Spout now, and he's kinda unstoppable. You're gonna have to make some good calls. We know Arcanine, if Terra to Grass, can live at least 2 of the Water Spouts as long as he's not doubled into. There's always a possibility that if he doesn't extreme speed into Kilowattrel, he can Hurricane to cover for it. Oh, but he doesn't Terra. Instead trades Arcanine for Kilowattrel and protects on his Miraidon. Okay. So now it's down to Will on 2 and Eli on 3. The Intimidate coming out actually.
Eli having the advantage here.
Yeah. Eli having the Pokemon advantage. He gets Intimidated, which drops his Ogre Pond, but see, he protected last turn, which means he can't protect this turn to stall the Tailwind. I wonder if he's gonna swap his Miraidon just to stall this last turn of Tailwind and maybe just try to attack with Ogre Pond. We're gonna have to see. But he's, once again, Will's in a good spot to just press Rock Slide here, and there's really no downside to it. Rock Slide and Water Spout, and there's kind of nothing he can do. We see the Terra come out to remove the -1. The Rock Slide comes through, takes down 20% Miraidon, and the Water Spout is going to finish them both off, which leads Eli down to his last Mon. Great plays, great or what's the word for fucking we re-pivot your Mons. That one. Then we're to see the Rock Slide come out. The Hydron comes out, showed the Rock Slide comes through, takes down 40,
instantly Oko.
and Kyogre finishes him off. Readjustment. That's the word I was looking for. Good readjustment. That is 2-0. They're gonna have to start.
Last game.
Yeah, they're gonna have to start another game. Okay. So we are on to this one now. Technically, Will only needs one more game to win this.
No. You fight, brother?
It's fine for his life. Fine for his life. Alright, the next game starts.
Where is it in? I'm going to sleep.
For this third game, we're seeing the Kilowattrel lead once again, but this time the Arcanine lead doesn't come through, so he does not get the competitive boost. Flutterbane lead for extra damage. We'll see if he's just going to go straight for damage here again and try to set up the Tailwind, or maybe try to switch something up. Primarina, pretty tanky here, can pretty much eat just about anything coming through, but maybe a double up might not if he stalls his Tailwind, if Will stalls his Tailwind turn for one turn. We'll have to see how they're going to play this game out. Obviously, very much.
Come on.
You're right, bud.
Yeah, you're forgetting the flash.
We're almost done, brother. Hold on.
He's got confidence. I love it.
So we see, oh my god, we see the swap into Arcanine giving the boost to Kilowattrel, and the Mischievous Terraferring is straight out taking out Hydreigon. Bad start for Eli, bad start, definitely not the best. Now both of Pokemon. Horrible start, horrible
Looking
start.
pretty good for William here, but not for Eli.
Yeah, that is right. Not a truer statement has been said. So we'll have to see how he comes through with this one, if he can pull this one back.
This could potentially be the final game for Eli to bring it back.
This could be the final game for Compton. I think that he might go down after this turn.
Might not make it out.
Might be in his last moments here. You know, from the personality, I truly believe he will win. But when it came to pure skill, I mean, like Williams he's got so much more experience.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we see the swap again. The Terra Fairy on Rhydon, taking 40% out from both. The Tailwind just coming out. Electro Drift straight into Kilowattrel, bringing him down to Sash. So we're gonna have to see how this next turn's played. Terra is gone on Rhydon, which means Primarina is open to being T-bolted. And with Tailwind set up, William does have the speed advantage. So we'll see what he's gonna do here. William not even showing his two back Pokemon. Who knows what he has in the back? My guess would probably be... Okay, he swaps to Arcanine, probably to see if he can somehow eat the Thunderbolt. Protects on Miraidon to stall out Tailwind. The Shadow Ball comes out, great call. And the Thunder comes out, finishing off Arcanine, unluckily. Unfortunately, the boost he keeps getting from Arcanine coming out has made it strong enough to the point where he can pretty much one-hit anything that comes in. And with 2 turns of Tailwind left, and
2v4
with Kilowattrel at a 3x boost, it's looking pretty difficult. The Shadow Ball comes out, takes Miraidon down to 37. Electro comes out, finishes off Primarina with a 3x, and crits him, and that is game. We have the official third.
That's the 3-0.
That's the 3-0. We have the Gamer Cup winner.
Yeah, we have the official.
That is it. Congratulations. A Queen 3-0 for the last game.
Will, how you feeling? My co-host is hanging on a thread, but it looks like you had that entire fight pretty solid. It was a quick 3-0 for the final.
Yeah, no, we were just chilling in there. We've played a couple of times, so and I saw his Grass Terra Blast. I know that was my biggest threat, was if he Grass Terra blasted into my Kyogre. But because we were both playing Tailwind users and I had a faster one, and odds are I just kept getting that competitive boost over and over again. It was, he had to worry about my actual threats like my Kyogre and my other big hitters, but he also had to focus on the Kilowattrel and that Focus Sash, forcing them to stay alive. It's just it was just unfortunate for him. I think that, I can't necessarily see his perspective because I played into it similar to what Gamer said in the past. I just had the ability to, based on our old experiences and old games, I saw that, hey, this is how I lose, so I have to make sure that I don't let that happen. So playing that defensive aggression, I think, is how I want it ultimately.
Absolutely. And you played it very well.
Yeah, no,
absolutely.
I'm gonna be honest, I was a little disappointed with the competition. It was 7-0. Don't get me wrong. Eli
not a game
put up
dropped.
an amazing fight. Eli put up an amazing fight, and I think he was by far the best competition of all my games tonight. But and he is the crowd favorite. But yeah, I'm hoping that Gamer Cup 4 isn't this easy.
I couldn't agree with more. Hopefully everyone gets some experience from this and comes back, stronger in the next one, even harder competition.
Exactly.
But amazing feat nonetheless, and congratulations for winning the 3rd Gamer Cup. Round of applause, everybody.
Congrats to you.
Both,
I would say a hard-fought battle, but not really any opposition in this tournament. A lot of giants fell, and a lot of small people rose up to the occasion. But in the end, it was you.
I was shocked at so many of the games. In fact, I think the biggest push was Matt that made his team 2 hours ago. So I think that was the biggest push for me. And
Compton, any final words for our winner?
Freaking earthquake, bro. The fact that I had to play Earthquake Landers was so.
Props to you.
Let's just go ahead and drag Eli in here. Let's make this outro quick, right?
Absolutely,
We can do
absolutely.
this together, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. Eli, get in here. The people's champion.
Hello.
How does
going
it
on, fellas?
feel
Welcome.
to be second place in
Eli.
this amazing tournament?
You know, I'm just happy that I got to participate in this. I will say, Will's team is the one that I just did. I've played against him a couple times. Forgot he had this team. Most of the time, it was the stupid fucking Amogus team. Fuck your sleepy
Dude,
Amogus.
I low key wish I brought my Mungus toxic team.
Second
I
of
think it
all,
would have been fun. I think I could have
um,
won it with that.
you know, I didn't really study Will during his matches. Matter of fact, I think I was watching Instagram Reels. You know, I studied everyone else. Well, I studied Gamer and the way he played, and I was able to see, you know, his strengths and weaknesses. Will, I've known Will since about 6th grade. He's got a fast mind on him. You know, he's got a fast mind on him. No, it's hard to tell what he's thinking. That focus sash Killer Watcher really took me out.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, it kind of I feel like it's that my sole problem was really just the focus sash Killer Watcher, allowing him to have speed
Yeah.
control. You know, like he said, he had a faster speed win setter than me.
Mm.
It was just a hard matchup for me to win on, but overall, I'm just stoked to be here. It was a fun tournament, and I'll be coming for first place in Gamer Cup 4. That's all I have to
Absolutely,
say.
absolutely.
Holy
An
shit.
amazing
I'll see you.
performance.
I will see you. I'll see you in the finals in Gamer Cup 4, Eli. How about that?
How many times did Ash Ketchum lose the Champions Tournament? A shit ton.
Too much.
Oh,
You're right.
shit.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
So, I'm just gonna say, expect to see me and my homie right here at Gamer Cup 4 coming for number 1 on both the people's hearts and the champion.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful showing.
Yeah, amazing games, guys, and I want to thank you guys so much for participating in this. This has been
Yeah.
fantastic. I've had a great time. I hope you guys have too.
I think this was the biggest Gamer Cup of all time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it has. The first one was 6, the second one was 4, and then this is 8. So this has been the biggest one so far. Maybe the next one will be even more. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah.
I think
You know, I
we had a couple dropouts too. We were expected to have 10 or 11.
Something like that. Yeah. Unfortunately, sometimes people just can't make it, but you know, it is what it is. I'm still happy. I think this is great.
It was
That was a great
a
night. I
fun
had a
turnout.
great time.
It was a fun turnout for me at least.
I'm
Cheers,
great. You
man.
guys all had a great time too. But yeah, thank you
Yeah,
very much
all
for
right, gentlemen.
participating, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.
GG's to everyone.
GG's.
And most of all,
Yeah,
GG to you,
GG's.
Gamer.
Love
GG's
you,
to you.
Eli. Love you, Jimmy.
I'll be coming for
GG's,
that
boys.
in Gamer Cup.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll be waiting.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
Hey, everyone, have a
GG's.
blessed night. I love you all. Peace.
Love you.
Peace.
All right, see you, boys.